with tarot cards and spirits near. Answers to your questions appear. Sonoran, mystic guiding your way. A5Says brings light to your day. Psychic vibes and mediumship glow. It's the show where mysteries grow. Shuffle the deck, feel the air. Whispers of the unknown everywhere. Life's tough questions fade to light. With Dawn and Angie by your side. Sonoran, mystic guiding your way. A5Says brings light to your day. Psychic vibes and mediumship glow. It's the show where mysteries grow. The veil is thin, the stars align. Unlock the secrets, time to shine. Feel the magic, let it flow. Together through the mystic show. Sonoran, mystic guiding your way. A5Says brings light to your day. Psychic vibes and mediumship glow. It's the show where mysteries grow.
Hey, how are you, Don? Are you muted? Oh, you're muted.
Yeah, I was. Talking to Michael.
I was talking to Brandon too.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I saw the people in the chat and I was like, y'all, we should have been on here a long time ago, but me and Don got so wrapped up in everything, Harry Potter, everything else. The one thing we didn't talk about was the Powerball. Did y'all play the Powerball today?
No, I told myself I was going to. I bought the tickets the other day. I didn't buy it. Oh
It was
man.
1.4 billion.
Did they go? Did they go yet?
I think it was. It's probably about now that they're about to draw it.
Oh man. Let me look real quick. I'll send Michael off to get some damn tickets if it's not too late. Well, yeah,
Yeah.
because it's 11 East Coast time, right? Did they do it? So it'd be 10.
I think they've done it. I think it might be now. Let me see. Powerball cutoff time.
Shucks. I told myself to remember that.
It happens at 10:59 Eastern time.
So
7:59. So you might have a few
so
minutes.
11, 10, 9, 8. Oh, yeah, because it's 7.
It's only 7:30 here, so you may have about maybe 29 minutes.
I'm gonna let you talk a little bit. I'm gonna run upstairs with Michael real quick and have him go down and get me one.
Okay.
Let me hurry up. Goodness.
All right, y'all. Look, I got down all excited about the Powerball. I hope y'all played the Powerball because I sure did. I played several tickets, and then I have another friend. We tried to figure out the numbers together, and so we got a ticket together too. So listen, I'm trying to win that 1.4 billion, y'all. And let me see what y'all gonna do if y'all win 1.4 billion. I have 15 different lists of what I'm gonna do. I have a car. I have one thing that's just all clothes that I'm just gonna buy all clothes. Then one of them is houses that I'm gonna buy. One of them is cars that I'm gonna buy, and debt that I'm gonna pay off. I'm gonna give some money to charity too, but there's a lot that I'm gonna do with that 1.5 billion, y'all. It's 8 a.m. in India. Okay. Hey KK. Hey Monique. I haven't seen you in a while, Monique. Hey, Quinn. You did not play. Listen, Quinn, you got a few minutes. The cutoff is 10:59 Eastern time. So you in there. Go ahead and do it. And then Crystal, you need to ask if Vance played. I went to play it. I think I paid $9. So I think I bought 3 tickets and then I did the power play because they're $2 each. I don't do the Mega Million because the Mega Million is $5 and I feel like that's a bit much for my blood right there. You just want a little piece? I want a little piece, but I want the whole thing too. I want it all. So hopefully, I can get a little something. They tell me you could play online, but I don't trust it. That just don't seem right to me. So I ain't playing it online. I go in the store. And at the gas station that I went to, the Circle K on the corner where I went to, you know how they have the big machines in there, you could just do the easy picks. They said that that they had disabled it, so I don't know if it ran out of tickets or what happened, but you couldn't play it through the little machine where you just go through and be like, "Give me easy pick, easy pick, easy pick." You had to actually go up to the cashier and let him and give him your tickets or have him print out your easy pick. So it worked for me, so I did it that way. But it was really, really nice. So I got my tickets. Hopefully I win a little something. Like, give me $1 million. I ain't even mad at that. Just give me one of the $1 million. And I did the power play. So give me the $1 million, then give me the 10 times on the power play, and then just give me that 10 million and I'm good. Like, I don't even have to worry about it no more. And I tried to align myself, like mentally align myself with the frequency of wealth or the frequency of the Powerball numbers. Whatever the frequency is, that's where I'm trying to be. And let me tell y'all something. So I thought one of the numbers was 28, and let me tell you why. So last night I had a dream about my dad's funeral. And my dad died like 10, 15 years ago. Maybe even longer than that. Actually, yeah, it's been longer than that. He died a long time ago, right? So I know exactly how much his funeral cost because I was the oldest and I had to, sign the paperwork and everything. So in my dream last night, it was his funeral and they kept showing me $28,000 for his funeral. And I woke up like, why is we paying $28,000 to bury our dad? Like, that is insane. He already dead. This is out of control. So 28, they just kept showing me 28, 28, 28. And so I was like, well, is that one of the numbers? So I did play 28 as one of my numbers. So we'll see if that was what that was, if that's what the 28 was that they kept showing me. And I know that his real funeral, it was about 8,000. So I also played 8. So I paid 28 and 8 because I felt like maybe he's massaging it and giving me some of the numbers. So, you know.
Exactly. It's interesting because somebody asked that question. God, my hair is just going crazy. Somebody asked me that question earlier in the week, and I kept asking spirit, and I wrote it down. I thought I wrote down either 59 or 69. One of the numbers was definitely going to be 59 or 69, and I can't remember which was. I think I even told somebody. I'm like, remember this number, and I can't remember who it was. I'm like, I'm terrible. But I know I also wrote it down, and I'm looking here on my card, because I have a lot of notes, as you can see. I scribble a lot while I'm doing things. Look, and yet it's not there. I'm like, where did I scribble it? I know I scribbled it someplace close. I'll find it. But anyway, Michael went to get it. Michael went to go ahead and get me some tickets and I told him get himself some too for doing that.
Exactly. And then another dream I had. This was last week. In the dream, I kept seeing 137, and I was like, well, you can't play 137 in the Powerball. What is it? So I said, let me see what that could be. That could be 13. It could be 37. It could be 7. It could be 17. So I tried last week. I played all of those different combinations around that 137. I did not win, but I tried it out. And I think last week I only paid like maybe $4 worth of tickets. And I was like, listen, if I even get just a little bit of money off of that $4, I'm gonna be happy. So yeah.
For a while I kept hitting like little numbers. And then it just dried up. And I'm like, I can get a bunch of tickets and get nothing. I'm like, wait a minute, before I got at least something. What happened?
This lady and her husband was like, she was in line to get whatever. And he said, how much? He was like, how much, honey? About 300. She said, no, absolutely not $300 worth of tickets. He was like, come on, babe. She was like, no, $20. $20. Calm down, sir.
Yeah.
And so then she was like, he said something else, and she was like, okay, you can get 20 tickets. Like, you can go ahead and 20 tickets, but you doing too much right now.
It's interesting. When I was living in Texas, so this is a different time, of course. The numbers when the big numbers, when you get the big jackpot numbers like that, and they were so big, they would you the gas stations out the door, and I don't know if it's because so many more places sell them now or what's going on.
Well,
I
also,
just know
you
they're
don't
not
have to, that's what I was telling them while you was gone. You don't have to wait in line for the cashier to do it. They have the big machines in there
the
now.
big
You
kiosk.
can
Yeah,
just go through and tell it to spit out 15 tickets and they'll just,
right,
but they're all easy pick. If you
right,
want to do your own numbers, you have to go to the cashier. But
right.
I don't know if my machine ran out of whatever, but when I went in there, because when I went on whatever the last day was, not on the holiday, not on Monday, but Saturday, when
Hmm.
I went in there was a line at the automatic machine.
Uh huh.
And today there was no line, and I looked and it was a sign said this has been shut off by the retailer.
Oh,
So you have
interesting.
to go up to the cashier and let him do it. And he had a line, and it was a really, really young guy, probably about the age of Michael. He looked overwhelmed because people were just coming in $20, $20, $30, $50.
Yeah,
Like people were coming in, and he was overwhelmed with the amount of tickets and people that were coming in. And that was right at 6 o'clock because I was like, okay, Don, I'm on my way home. Let me pick up my
yeah.
tickets. And that was about 6 o'clock when they were doing all that. Hey,
But
Miss
then,
Bonnie, we sent you all kinds of love and light last night, and we talked about you in the group, but we said good things about you, nothing bad.
well, maybe a little bad.
Maybe a little.
Hmm. Oh,
Oh, exactly. Hey, Nita. Oh my gosh, I haven't seen you in so
oh my
long. We
goodness.
missed
Hey,
you in
Nita.
class, Nita.
Yes,
Nita must be in love. When Nita in love, we don't see her no more. Nita, are you in love? Is
exactly.
that why we don't see? Hey, Selena. Selena is the one. Wait, is Selena? No. Is she the one who got the ear thing? Selena, are you the one that got the hearing aid? I can't remember.
I can't remember either.
Okay. Oh, and thank you. Good luck to everybody. Um, the person that your name is just A. Yes, you can ask a question. Put your question in the chat. If you have a question, just put your question in the chat, and then
Exactly.
if we're drawn to you, we'll go ahead. And, KK says she ended up playing. She got so much that she want to do. Crystal wants to build group homes and schools. That's beautiful. My list is so far from
Oh, Selena is the one. Selena is the one.
Oh, you are the one? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yes. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. How is that working out for you? Like, is it like, is everything working out? I feel like you've had to go and get a couple adjustments or and things like that. But overall, I feel like everything is okay with the ear thing. But you may have another issue in the lower, further down the body that is giving you some grief. Quinn says a general reading.
Yeah.
Abby are you Curty? Is that who you are, Curty? I think Abby is Curty because I
Okay.
think she comes up under her husband's name.
Okay. Well, it's interesting. I think
Hey,
if I
Umber.
hey Umber, if I won the lottery, I would go out and go to someplace kind of like Sedona or Cottonwood
Uh-huh.
and buy about 50 acres and create a metaphysical haven with a university there, a true full out university, and hire teaching staff that teaches people all the metaphysical gifts and all those things and how to use them. And I would have a retreat center, so I would have like little individual cottages. So when people come to learn, they would stay there on campus, and then I would have like this whole full fledged you know, thing like they do over at Arthur Finley in England, the same kind of thing. So when you come, you can stay there and the food, you would pay for your classes, but your food is taken care of. You have a kitchen that'll serve you the food and everything is natural and healthy and all that. I mean, I would do that. That's what I put my money into. I would create a metaphysical haven so where people can learn and grow their skill set. And I would make it so where it's reasonable price, so where people don't go bankrupt by having to pay for this stuff. That's what I would
Kirti,
love to
is
do.
it Umber is saying she thinks your name is pronounced Kirti. Are we saying it wrong? Is it Kirti and not Kirti? Is it Kirti? Is that how we should be pronouncing it? It was one more. Oh, you know what I would do, Don? You know how they had Central Perk on Friends? I would do a metaphysical shop like that. Like it,
Mhm.
it would be a coffee shop, but it would be a metaphysical coffee shop.
Yeah.
And you would come in and just do like, like open mic night where you can come in and try like to do your readings and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I would love something like that. Like just a hangout spot for where you can just come in and do metaphysical stuff and you don't have to and ask questions and just kind of vibe with people who are
Mhm.
metaphysical.
Well, that's what Ed and I've been thinking about talking about doing is actually getting a few acres here somewhere in the metro area, and then him putting up a plant nursery,
Hmm.
and then also have a coffee shop slash wine space and metaphysical space. And I told him that's what I want. I want a platform. I want a stage where we can have musics one night. We'd have mediumship one night. We can have people do psychic reads one night, and have people come in live and just do those things, and just and invite people to come in and use the space and enjoy it. We've been talking about doing that.
Well, Curdy, you just said it exactly. I mean, you just spelled it the same way that we still don't know if we're right. Is it K? So the way that Umber spelled it was Keer. So Kier, is it Ker that way? And then she spelled it Thi. So is it Kurthi? Are we saying it wrong, or
Is
is
that
it
an Li? It
Kurthi?
looks like an Li, right?
She has Kirti.
Well, that's a little T. Yeah, my glasses. Sorry.
But Umber spelled it a little bit different. I just want to
Yeah.
make sure we're pronouncing it right. When Umber did it, she put
Mhm.
Keerthi, Kurthi.
Hey, Louvre Savoir.
Oh, it's right, Kurti, like we're saying it. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Hi, Sherry.
I haven't seen
Not our
Louvre
Sherry, a different
Savoir in a
Sherry.
while.
Who?
Nice to see it. Louvre Savoir on Twitch.
Oh,
I haven't seen them here in a while. Good to see you in.
all right.
Kirti,
Oh, you
Kirti.
know what?
Close
Kirti.
enough.
Okay, like it.
Kirti,
Kirti.
right? Yeah.
Okay, cool. You know we like to get it right, so I make sure I'm when I do your reading, I'm asking the correct person.
Mhm.
Correct person.
Mhm.
But she wants to design clothes right now, which is completely new thing for her. Her mom is also asking to join her back and work with 10-year-olds for 8 years. Ugh. And I don't have no problem with little kids. Yeah, I do. I just don't want to work with little kids. Like I love them to death from a distance. I just Lord help the child. I can't do it no more. That is past my age limit right now. Yeah.
Exactly. Monique Bergeron. Nice to see you in. It's been a while since I've seen you too. Nice to see you in.
If you have a question, just type your question in the chat, and then we'll
Hey,
get to
Jojo.
your.
Nice to see you in too.
Hey Jojo, how you
Oh,
doing?
wow. I know. We miss Jojo. We miss you, Jojo.
Exactly.
And
Where
Miss
is Miss
Linda.
Linda? What have y'all done with Miss Linda? Like she used to be in here every single day. I think y'all working her too hard, and she need a vacation.
Hey, Katie
Like
Newkirk.
she
Nice
ain't
to see you in.
always on a vacation. Miss Linda is always on a vacation.
Remember the Where's Waldo? Now it's Where's Linda?
Where's Miss
Where's
Linda?
Miss Linda?
Yeah.
Goodness gracious. So who's first, Miss Angie?
Well, this one about the career. I was calling her Love Savior.
You may be right. Maybe I'm saying it wrong. It's possible.
What tell us how to pronounce your name, Love Savior. Or I've been saying Love Savior. Tell us what that should be.
On Twitch. We're talking to the person on Twitch.
Oh, she's sitting next to you saying, hi. Okay. Hey,
Hey,
we
Miss
miss you
Linda.
too, Miss Linda. Your future career, let me see. You said, will it be in music? Oh, you're male. Okay. But how do we pronounce your name? That was my first question. Okay. Let me see.
Key.
Key. Okay, cool. I like that. Okay, Key.
Kiki. Kiki.
I don't get music immediately. I get a white coat. Does somebody in your family want you to be a doctor, or was that the aspiration that you told people you're gonna be? Because I get a white coat immediately, so I get the medical field or some kind of office. I don't get music, even though I think that's what you like. Maybe it could be like a passion or something that you do on the side, but I don't necessarily get it being your major career. Don't kill the messenger. I just don't get that being your main stage. Like I see the white coat here, and then I see like a maybe off to the side, like maybe this is something you do. Like the VJs here on our radio station, they their full-time job is to be on radio, right? And then on the side, Rich has a band and he does shows around town with his band. So it's not his main job, but he does make money from doing the band stuff. So I get that that's what it is. So I get maybe your side hustle. And again, I get a white coat. So I get like not a doctor. And you never want to be a doctor because I get a white coat. Like maybe you should do something in that area, or even if it's administrative, because they keep showing me the office side of it, but they keep showing me somebody with their hands in their pockets. So I get medical or maybe even pharmaceutical, white coat white coat as in a doctor. That's how I get it with the white coat. That's how they're showing it to me. So I get medical field, but I don't get medical field like because usually when they show me medical field, they show me a stethoscope. So I don't know what else a white coat could be if it's not a doctor. But usually when they give me the medical field, they show me a stethoscope. But today they're showing me a white coat and then the hands in the pocket and you holding a file in your hand. So some area of the medical, but I get you more of the doctor, not as the administrative side of it. In that, right? And then I got the Eight of Wands. So I get that information is coming in your head, like you're going back this way and that way and this way and that way, and you won't settle on anything to see if it'll work out. Like you're kind of like, oh, I don't like this. Oh, I don't like this. Oh, I don't like that. So you're not settling in for any one thing. You're moving around just a little bit too much, and it feels like your mind is a little bit chaotic, or is a little bit. You're moving too fast, and you're not giving any one thing enough attention for you to find out what you really really like. So I don't know if you're doing a little bit here and a little bit there, a little bit there, but you're not giving any one thing your full attention so that you could just move forward totally in something else. You keep saying not a doctor. So if it's not for you to be a doctor, then maybe you need to go to the doctor, because they have not stopped showing me this white coat. So maybe you need to go to the doctor, but they keep showing me a doctor and the white coat. That's the only part I see. I can't see the head. I can just see from like maybe the neck down and the torso area, and that the hand is in the pocket and that one hand has a file in it. So if you're not wanting to be a doctor, maybe you need to go to the doctor for a medical issue. I don't diagnose or anything like that, but maybe you do need to go to the doctor. And then I got the Page of Cups. So I feel like you're either going through an emotional situation, and cups are usually a younger person that's coming in to have a conversation with you. So you're either about to have a conversation about an emotional situation, or you're kind of about to, it's also your intuition. So what is your intuition telling you? Like, I feel like the music is your hopes and dreams, but intuitively, you know that you need to do something a little bit more practical. And again, don't kill the messenger. Like, I don't feel like you kind of know I need to do something a little bit more practical, because I may not have the dedication to this that I want to have either. Let me see what else I get. And they're telling me to tell you, like, they show me you putting on a big heavy boot, like you're about to go out in bad weather, and they're saying, go ahead and take the journey. Go ahead and start the journey. It's a long journey, because I feel like you're bulking up, like you're putting on layers of clothes. You're putting on big heavy boots. You're putting on a big jacket, and you're taking a backpack. So they're saying start the journey. Go ahead and start the journey. And although it seems like it's a long journey, they're saying you need to go ahead and start it and get moving with it, and you'll find what you're looking for. But for me, I don't get music, but I don't know. Don, what are you getting for key?
Yeah, I'm not picking up music either. But what I was picking, it's interesting. The one thing that I was also picking up when you were talking about the white coat, my concern was, are you experiencing something key? Are you having some health issue? Because I was picking up. Have you been to a doctor recently? Have you visited a doctor? Because I'm picking up something about something around the abdominal area, like a discomfort or something happening down there? Are you having some issues with like your, again, is it like gastrointestinal kind of situation? I don't know, but I was picking up that, but I was picking up the white coat for him actually a visit with the doctor. What else? Let's see. And have you been looking for a place to stay, or like have you been looking for a property to buy or to rent? Because I'm getting this feeling of signing a contract. So it's signing a contract for like is it for again an investment, or is it for um, a mortgage? Are you looking at buying a property? Because I'm picking up that energy for you.
There's nothing wrong with you to just have a doctor. Well, they keep showing us the doctor, so maybe you haven't discovered what's wrong, but there's something with the doctor because that image won't go away from me.
When you say you just have a doctor, what does that mean? Are you just visited a doctor? Is that what you're trying to say when you said, I just have a doctor? Did you just have a doctor visit? Is that what you're saying? But anyway, back to what I was, as you clarify that, the point is that when it comes, I get this feeling that I'm. It seems to be tied to a move. Are you relocating? Are you moving elsewhere for career? Are you looking at changing careers? Because I get the feeling of a move. You take shots. Okay. So that's the connection of the doctor. Then you take shots. All right. Good. But anyway, so for my condition, there we go. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, I feel I don't, again, I'm not picking up energy around a career necessarily as much as I'm getting this feeling of a move, and I'm thinking you're relocating. So relocating for a job, again, not for music necessarily, but you may, who knows, you may be able to pursue the music wherever you're going, but I just think you're moving. I get this contract. I just get this.
Yeah, because I kept seeing, like, I saw him putting on big heavy boots. I saw him getting a backpack. I saw him putting on a coat. So I feel, and they said take the journey. So I feel like he should take the journey. I don't get a bad thing with the
Oh no,
doctor
no,
thing.
right.
I just getting the doctor. So I don't know if there may need to be an adjustment or something, or you need to speak with your doctor, but the doctor won't go away. And we both get the vibe of the doctor. And since you
Yeah.
said you don't want to be a doctor, there is some issue, but I don't get like I don't get a bad thing like,
Yeah.
oh, just, I don't know.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I mean, again, your interaction with the doctor, because we picked up that energy from your field. So we were seeing the white coat, and again, we have to take it upon the symbols we get and try to figure out how they mean. So it could be again that you're using a doctor to get these shots apparently. So that helps. I mean, that's the connection. It's like you have a continuous involvement with the physician apparently. So that's a interesting thing. But no, I think you're going to be. Gosh, this is a lollipop guild. I feel like the Wizard of Oz. We welcome you to Munchkin Land. Oh my goodness! So
Pops up so sporadically. We'll be fine, and then you're like, there it is.
It's like my antenna going up. It's like my psychic skills pick up, and it's like, and now I'm listening. But that's what I get for you. Well, the doctor told me, okay, I had a psychosis. Okay, but no, I'm getting this energy that you're actually, again, I get the feeling you're going to be moving and you're going to be signing a contract probably for a house or for a rental or something, or what is that long thing there? Like, anyway, I'm all over the place. Hair coming out everywhere, but. I see a relocation though, and there may be where you may want to pursue whatever, but I just get this relocation, and that is maybe for career. Okay, that's what I'm picking up for you. So hey Bonnie, how are
Don't
you?
laugh at me. Bonnie Lafferty, don't laugh at me. Oh my goodness, Lordy.
Hey Bonnie, if I'm not mistaken, didn't we have a mediumship hit with you and your sister? I think, right? and if you can confirm that, and the reason why I'm asking that, if I have had a mediumship hit with anybody that's here on the live as we speak, please let me know and remind me of the mediumship hit. And also, if you did and you are comfortable, I would like to add that story in the book that Susan and I are writing on mediumship, because we're putting in some various stories. We'll keep specific names out of it. We won't get too into graphic detail or anything like that with it. So you're safe in that sense. But if you were comfortable with me sharing part of the experience in a book on mediumship, because we're writing a book on how to learn and develop your mediumship skills. And I want to talk about some of the experiences that I've experienced with the mediumship. And I would love to do that. And also, again, the cool part about it is that story will live forever beyond us, even, because it'll be in documented form. And so it's going to be out there for people to share that experience. And so if you could, that would be great. If you're okay with that, but also remind me of the specifics of it, that would be great. Or if you want to do it in private and chat and send me a chat with the private thing, that'd be great. So again, if anybody in here has had a mediumship hit with me and are comfortable with that, please share it with me. That'd be great.
Key, I don't. Okay, I'm not saying that there's anything wrong or there's anything not wrong. You may just need to have a conversation with your doctor, because that was the very first thing that I saw in your energy field. So it could be something as simple as an adjustment to your medication. It could be you not taking you not having to take it anymore. It could be, a new treatment. It could be something totally different. But there does seem to be some interaction that you're going to have with your doctor coming up in the future. So that's all that I was getting with that. And then as far as the move, the first thing that I said, or the first thing that they were saying, was that you need to make a decision. Like, you just need to make the decision to decide, and then everything else will come along. A lot of times we want to know how we're going to get from A to Z and everything in between. And sometimes your guides are saying it's a series of small steps. I've said that many times. Sometimes your guides will say, make the decision. Once you actually decide that you're ready to move, and then we'll start moving everything along. Have you decided what city you want to move in, where you want to live, when you want to live? Have you given yourself any kind of timeline? Or is you just like, oh, well, I'm going to move one day, someday, soon, whenever it happens. And so this is how your guides say, one day, someday, soon, whenever it happens, because you haven't given them any time frame. You haven't given them any city. You haven't given them any details. Your guides are not tyrants or puppets. They're not, just puppet masters trying to make you do whatever they want you to do. They are here to guide you along for your greatest and highest good. So once you decide what you want, they're moving you along to where that is that you're supposed to be. So that's how I get it.
Super. And I was just telling Bonnie that I save off our live streams, and so if she could recall what date it was, because she actually screenshotted it, she said, which was great too, and she shared it with her family. So.
Oh, okay.
Moving to Texas. What part of Texas? Any specific part, or just Texas in general? Just curious.
Texas gets all the weather, so I can't do that. They get hurricanes, tornadoes, it snow, it rain. They get everything. I just no.
It's interesting when we Katrina just had its anniversary, 20th anniversary of
that. Oh yeah, you posted it, Don.
Yeah. And it's interesting because I was in Houston at the time, and we just about 2 years or 3 years before that, Houston went underwater from a tropical storm. It wasn't even a hurricane. A tropical storm just sat over the city, and that was in 2001. And I recall that because I was studying for the bar exam at the time, and so I can tell you it's interesting. One of the biggest complaints to people outside that were looking in were fussing with people and saying, "Why didn't you leave when the hurricane was coming?" And the reality is after you live in Hurricane Alley for so long, you're like, every hurricane is a get out of town hurricane, supposedly. And usually they're bad, but you can weather the storm, shall we say. And so when we lived in Houston, we did not hit the road. We did not. And it's funny because we had one or two friends who would hit the road sometimes, and they would get 20 miles down the road in 5 hours because it was stop and go, and nobody was moving. And then cars would break down because they ran out of gas and they didn't get anywhere. And I'm like, I'm not being stuck on a highway, not going anywhere. And so, and specifically Louisiana had is 79% of the population in Louisiana came from Louisiana. It was the highest percentage of any state in the union. And so they had nowhere to go. So it was like, there you go. So I remember that. It's like there's reasons why they didn't leave, because most time the hurricanes, they would do damage, but they wouldn't destroy things. The problem is this time the levee fell. Remember, the levee broke, and that's what flooded the district. That was the difference this time, because the levees failed. So there you go. So hey, Kay,
You took it as a sign that who was speaking to you, Kay Weezy? And if you thought that was a sign, did you speak back? Did you acknowledge that that person was there and say, hey, if you're here, you're welcome to speak to me? Like, did you welcome them into your space and allow them to speak to you? All right, who's next, Don?
Good question. Let's see.
Oh, and Bonnie said that she did. She saved the recording and she can send it to you. Like, she saved which recording it was. All right,
Super.
Monique, are you still here?
Monique Bergeron, are you still here? Let us know.
They showed me you as a puppy licking your own wounds. Um, like you're wrapped around yourself licking your own wounds and you're not moving, like you're not picking yourself up to move forward. You're laying in the sadness of it, and you don't know how to move forward, or you don't know what to do to move forward. And you do know that you can just ask your guides, your higher power, whoever you pray to, for help. I've many times said, look, I don't know what to do. I don't even know what I need. Please help. Please help me. That's it. You don't have to always know. Remember when you were a child and you needed something, sometimes you just scream, Mom. She came running. You didn't need to say, Mom, I fell down and I broke my leg. Mom, I blah, blah. You just screamed, Mom. And she ran to your to see what was the matter with you, and then she gave you what you needed. So sometimes you need to just call out to your higher power and allow them to take care of you. You don't have to know what it is that you need. It's just that you know that you need help. And so what they're saying is you're just kind of laying around waiting on something to happen, but you don't know what it is that you want to happen, or you don't, like, you're just in a place where you're just like, I don't know. It's just kind of like you have like a blank slate and you don't know what to do. You don't know which way to go and you don't know what you need. And your higher power is saying, just call out to me. Just tell me that you need help and I'll help you. Is I see doors opening and closing. Are you having some financial issues? Because these are your cabinet doors opening and closing. So I'm feeling like there may be like some lean times going on. Like, well, maybe there's a shortage of like maybe food, or there's a shortage of money. Like when they're showing me the cupboard doors opening like that, there's a shortage of supplies or necessities that you need. And so I feel like there may be some financial issues that are going on. And what they're saying is, what is it that you want? If the perfect job could call you tomorrow, what would it be? You have to have some idea. And a lot of times it'll be, oh, well, whatever the Lord has in store for me. So if you get a job like, making $13.50 at the Dairy Queen, and that's all that the Lord has in store for you, is that okay? Or is it that you want an office job that pays $75,000 a year so that you can save money, get out of debt, and blah, blah, blah? Whatever the Lord has in store for me just ain't the best. It just ain't always what I need. Sometimes a little bit more. You have to give them something to work with. And a lot of times, and I know you know this because you seem like a praying person, you have not because you ask not. Like, how do you have a higher power, or how do you pray to somebody, or you have God and you're afraid to ask for something? That would be like my son needing anything and being too afraid to ask me for it. I'm your mom. I'm your provider. I'm supposed to help you out. So why would you not come to me and tell me what you need, or what you want, or what it is that you think, so that I can guide you in that way? You have not because you ask not. I shouldn't have to anticipate every single thing that you need. You're an adult. You have communication style. You can communicate with me and ask me what you need. Call out to me and I can give you what you need. And so I see you sitting in the sadness, but what is it that you want? Like, how do you want to get up out of it? It's kind of like you're waiting on somebody to knock on the door and say, hey, come on, let me make your life great. Let me bring you to this job that you want. Let me move you into the place that you want to live in. Let me buy you the car that you want to buy. You have to have some kind of active action in your life as to what you want and how you want to move forward. I know what I want to do in my life. I want to do this full time. So I'm actively working at it. But in addition to that, I still have to have a full time job until I can get there. I'm not just laying there and saying, you know what? Well, this is what I want to do. And when the Lord see fit for me to have it, then I'll just have it. I have to actively be working toward it in some way. So what are you doing to actively make those things happen? What are you doing to wave the magic? Even if you had a magic wand, there's some action on your behalf. You have to wave the magic wand. You have to give it some direction to tell it what you want. I want a new house. I want a new car. I want this. I want that. There's some action on your part in every part. What is your action that you are doing to bring in the things that you want? What are the requests that you're making so that your magic wand can give you the things that you want? So that's how I'm getting is that you have not because you ask not. And if you ask, you will receive. So that's what I got for Miss Monique.
Did she even respond? Is she here?
She was, but she hasn't.
Oh yeah, she said yes. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Monique, do you have some
She's here,
feedback
but she didn't
for
respond to
Angie
any of
while
the
I
things
kind
that
of
I was
connect?
saying.
Do you have a child, Monique? Do you have a little baby girl? I'm picking up young baby girl. What's up with the young baby girl? Young baby girl.
She said yes, but I don't know if that. I think that's yes to the baby girl question.
Or should I felt that? Maybe she was answering something you asked because I said I felt that. When you answer yes or no, brothers, can you let us know what the yes and no reference to? Like yes, a baby girl, no, a baby girl.
Oh,
I
yes,
have
5
5
kids.
kids. Okay. Oh wait a minute, I got to plug my computer in.
Okay. And with 5 kids, you don't have time to you don't have time to be like, oh, I don't know what to do. I only had, my son Brandon, and I always had to be on my grind, figuring out something. I had to be a step ahead. I had to be ready to do whatever it is that I could do. And even in my most vulnerable state, when I didn't have anything, I still had to be planning on something to do. And I'm not saying that you're not doing anything, but the way that your higher power is presenting it to me is you're not asking for what you need. You're just kind of like they're showing me you kind of like in a catatonic state where you're silent. You don't know what to say. You're just kind of, you're just kind of floating through the days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, with kind of no hopes, no dreams, or no aspirations.
So is the youngest the if the youngest of the bunch, is that the one who's the baby? Is she the baby girl? Is the baby a girl? The youngest, is she a girl? And she have like a full head of hair? Oh, you want another little girl? Oh, okay. Okay. Is there a reason why you can't have one? Because I'm picking up little baby girl, and I'm wondering if that's one's on the way, because I'm picking up little baby girl. I heard us. She's not okay. No, yeah. I think, yeah. Yeah. There may be some family planning situation going there. I pick up a little baby girl. And it's interesting because I hear my mother talking to my sister, my youngest sister specifically. I hear her saying this: "Be careful, because one day you're going to have one just like you. This one is going to be just like you." And that's what I'm getting is, and if it's not the new one coming, then is your 9-year-old like you? Because again, I'm picking up baby girl, and I'm picking up just like you. it's not meant. I'm not meaning to be derogatory, but when my mother used it toward my sisters, it was one of those. My sisters were a challenge. My sister was a challenge, and so that's what happened. Yeah,
Look at my face. No.
yeah, interesting. Yeah, I'm picking up baby girl energy. So I don't know I don't know what to tell you. I just pick up baby girl energy.
Just love, like I read this book and she was like, I just loved every time my stomach swole up and every time I had that new baby and just you've been feeling sick. Well, there you go. Hell. And maybe that is why you are in such a submissive state. You don't seem to be in an actionable state. You're very submissive or you're very laid back. You just don't seem to be in an actionable where you're moving forward in any kind of way. She says, I'm very sleepy. Are you doing the things that would get you pregnant? Because I mean, you could be feeling sick and tired and sleepy, but are you doing the things that would make you be pregnant?
Yeah, there is that one component that's really important. I think. Without that, nothing's going to happen. So yeah, interesting. Huh. Huh. Yeah, no, I am picking up baby girl. But I'm like, be careful what you wish for. This one's gonna be a challenge. This one's going to truly challenge you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
Are you thinking about relocating? Because I get a new job, but I feel like you're packing up. I see a moving truck and I see you moving. So is that some of the things that you're contemplating is that you want to move and you don't know how to make the move? Because I do feel like you're going to move and I do feel like it's going to be a job because I see a big moving truck and I just see everything being loaded in there, but it seems to be in haste. Like you're doing it really fast. Like I gotta go, we gotta go, we gotta pack up, we gotta go and we got to get to where we need to be. So I do feel a new job coming. But are you looking for that job? Are you currently looking for a job or are you just hoping one will just fall into your lap? Because I feel like you are going to move with all the kids, but I feel like again it's for a new job, but I feel like you have to track it down. Like you have to put in the work and get your resume out there and get the things out there so that people know that you're available. I don't get that the job that you're doing really accentuates all of your abilities. Do you do something with money or numbers? Because I get it like an accounting vibe. So you're like doing billing or numbers or something like that. Do you do something that has to do with money or accounts or something like that? You have an interview tomorrow. So is it out of town? Is the job out of the area? Because I feel like you're moving for whatever this job is, and it helps you to relocate. And I feel like you want to move to a place that is bright and sunny. Like where you are may have a little bit more of a gloomy weather. Like for me, Michigan is gloomy. It's cloudy a lot. Like there is a lot of sunshine, but it's cloudy more often. It's when you've been in Arizona and you get like 300 days of sunshine. When you go to Michigan, 4 days and it's cloudy, you're like, wait, did the sun ever shine here? So I feel like where you're leaving from is a little bit more um four seasons and you're going to a place that has a lot more sunshine. It's close by. And is it an accounting or money? Is the job having to do with money, billing, accounting, something to do with money or numbers or accounts? You're in Georgia now. Okay. So I feel like, but I do feel you moving to, is that your desire to move somewhere else? Because I see you leaving out of that area. You've been here 9 months. Okay. Oh, so you just moved. Okay. So you just moved. No, no, I get that I don't think you're going to stay there for long. I feel like you're going to move for a job. You're serving. Oh, serving. As in, like in a restaurant? You're definitely not utilizing your skills to your greatest ability. So I feel like you are going to be doing something more with numbers or billing or something like that. I feel like it'll be in an office setting because you need something that accommodates the time that your children are in school. So it'll be more of a 9 to 5. So I get that. And I do feel like you are going to move. And I get Florida, ironically, as the more sunshine. So that's what I get for you, Miss. Oh, to California. That's where you want to go. Oh, it could be that too. But I felt like Florida. But I guess it could be California because I got the really big sunshine. But I got oranges. But maybe that's just me associating it with that because I got a lot more sunshine and I got accounting and numbers, like something like that. So I would definitely clean up your resume, like make like Chat GPT can make you a great resume. Tell Chat GPT, find me or create a resume where that is based on blah blah blah, and it'll do it for you. Like tell them what you was born in Florida. Wait, were you born in Florida or were you born in California? Because I got Florida as where you were going. Oh, you were born in Florida. Okay. Okay. So I get Florida definitely. So if you're not going back there, but I get the move and I get something to do with numbers, more of an office setting, more of a 9 to 5, and definitely a lot better pay. And I do feel like you're just not happy in what you're doing now, but I feel like it's just I need a job and that's what you're doing. But I do feel like you're much more qualified to do something else. And I definitely feel like you like working with kids. So you could also do something in a school where you're like working in the office or something like that. But it feels very much like money. So that's what I get for Miss Monique. John.
Okay. Well, I don't pick much else beyond what you said, which is good. I hope. But yeah, don't be surprised if again one's on the way.
All right. Well, who's next? Who else has a question? Katie Newark. We haven't seen you in a long time. She said a general if drawn. Okay, Katie. Let's see. They're showing me a stairway. It's an all white. It's a really stairway, and they keep saying marble. I don't know why, but I keep seeing a stairway, and they said that up on it, the journey begins, and you're just going up, 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 up. So the stairs are there if you're ready to climb. So if you're ready to make this move and start this journey, it's an upward climb, not as in an uphill battle, but in you're progressing upward up the ladder. Is how they're showing it to me. So your steps are ladders, and I don't feel like it's difficult because the steps are short, but they're wide. So I feel like you're gonna go up a level, you're gonna be there for a while, then you're gonna go up a level, and then you're gonna be there for a while, and then you're gonna go up a level. So it's not like a steady hard climb up, up, up. It's more like you get to this level, and then you're gonna be there for a while and get whatever you need. Then you're gonna go up and up and up. So I do feel like you are going to make progress and move forward. No, you don't have to pay for your reading Adventures with Beth. You just have to type your question in. So I feel like um she hoped to get another baby girl. I hope you get it too. Just amen. But who were you reading? Katie. Okay, Katie. So I feel like you're on a steady climb to move forward. Let me see if this is career or not. I don't know if it's career. Gosh. They are showing me the page of wands. So the page of wands to me is creativity, is passion. So I do feel like that's work because pentacles are wands, which is more career to me. I feel like it's a youthful energy and you are ready to move forward in some creative capacity or in some way that's related to your job. So what is it that you want to do? And I feel like the reason the steps are wide is because you need to learn stuff in between. So I go up a step and then I need to learn a little bit. Then I go up to the next level and then I need to learn a little bit. Are you trying to get into metaphysical? Because I don't feel like it's traditional teaching. I feel like what you're learning is like you're just developing your skills. So is it metaphysical that you're trying to get into or something like that, where you're trying to test out or push your boundaries on your metaphysical aspirations? I feel like when y'all say, can I get a general reading, you don't really have any issues and your life is perfect and you just want to know what I have out there, because if you really wanted a reading, you would ask a question. That may not be true, but that's how I feel when you say just general. You said baby steps. Not necessarily baby steps, but you need that time in between before you go to the next level to learn whatever it is that you're doing. And you're not telling me whether it's metaphysical, but it does not feel like traditional learning. It just feels like you're on the job, or you're learning the skills, or you're developing the skills, or developing your mediumship. Got it. Okay, that makes sense. You know that we have a class on Tuesday night that you could just come to and just develop your mediumship skills like easily. And so I feel like that time in between is, and the best way to do your mediumship is to practice. Like, this is why we come on here every week. This is why we have class on Tuesdays. This is why we have class on Mondays. This is why so many people are going live, is because it's practice, practice, practice. You can't learn what your symbols are. You can't connect with the other side if you don't practice, if you don't get out there and do it. And so it's like, what is it that, how are you developing your skills? How are you utilizing the time to develop? Are you doing mediumship reads for other? Are you watching other mediums do their job? Are you taking a class? Are you gathering with people? The one thing that we've always learned is that you have to find your tribe. You have to find like people who discuss things with you, who help you to pull out what you're doing and help you to develop along the way. So I do see you taking smaller steps and going at a slower pace, but I feel like that's what you need, because you're a little bit overwhelmed, but you also just need to be surrounded and be in that atmosphere and practice. So that's what I got for Katie.
Katie Newkirk, right?
Mm-hmm.
The only thing one thing I'm picking up for you, Katie, is a lot of anxiety. So what is the anxiety from? What stress are you taking on, and who drops stress on you? I'm getting the feeling like somebody dropped stress on you. Somebody dropped something on you. Somebody's depositing stuff on you, and you're feeling like you have to own it and you have to work through it, whatever. And why is that? Why is it a child? Is it a sister? Is it a parent? Because I don't think it's your BS. I don't think you have. Why are you owning it? Why are you letting it hold you? I just feel like you're being, like, again, stressed. You feel like the weight on the shoulders of somebody else's something. And so what is it that you've allowed? What is it that, why are you, if this is accurate, you have to confirm if it is or not. But if it is, why is it that you can't build that barrier, that boundary, and saying no? I don't. I don't want this. I don't want to own your mess. I don't want to. I can't do that. I don't want to do that. So again, did somebody drop? What did they drop on you? What is it that they're expecting you to fix or whatever? And why do you feel compelled to do this? Because I just feel like that's you just need to put a boundary and say, no, I'm not doing that. It's not my thing. You babysit. Oh, that's a load. So you do it for income, or you do it because you feel like you have to, and it's become a burden? Because again, I'm feeling like they're dropping this load on you. So is that part of what I'm experiencing? I just feel you need something. You need your sister. So your sister is expecting you to babysit, and I'm guessing you're not getting paid, or not the full payment for what you are doing. Oh my goodness, yeah. And if that's what's happening, man, yeah. You do it first income. You do it for income, I guess what you're saying. What are you saying? Yeah. But it's a lot of work. It's a lot of stress. Have you, so are you consider, so then I guess I go, your sister's another burden. Okay. Yeah. But I hope she's not watching. It's like, all right, Katie. All right, Katie. No, I mean, Katie, you have to make your own decisions, of course, but I get the feeling that maybe there's a need for a change. Maybe there's a shift, a change, something. A change has got to give. I just feel like you're carrying around a lot of stuff. So again, when she's delivering the kid, and then when she picks the kid up and stuff, I just feel like it's like she dumps more stuff. It's not just the child and the watching that she dumps on you. She dumps a lot of other stuff on you. Maybe it's because of the talking, and then she feels like, well, or does she have you doing? Does she ask you to do other things for her, like do this and do this and go to the child and pick the child up from school and take the doctor and all that? Because I'm feeling like there's just so much more that's more involved, and so it's like it's not just babysitting. I get the feeling like there's a whole lot more that she expects from you, and I think that something's going to give eventually, and you've got to maybe you've got to consider when it's time for you to rethink this as well, because I'm not saying now is the time, but I think there will be a time soon where there's going to have to be a rethinking of this and thinking, do I want this? Do I still? How long do I want to do this? How long do I? How long does this have to, I just think that I think it's kind of gotten worn out a little bit for you. That's what I'm picking up. So don't be, I would always I would always be thinking about, do I have an exit strategy and an alternative plan, and make sure that it's always somewhere in the background, just in case you need to pull the trigger. And when I'm saying pull the trigger, folks, I don't mean a gun. I mean, pull the opportunity and, to do this. You pick up kids at a different time. Yeah. Exactly. I just feel it's a lot of stress, a lot of burden, that it's more than that you anticipated. So yeah, just, I mean, do what you need to do as you think you see fit, but don't be surprised. I would ask you, prepare a backup plan, prepare a step to say, hey, if I need to get out of this, how do I extricate myself from this? And where else would you go? What would you put your time to? What would you do to earn your money? Figure out that next step, because I think that more sooner than later, you may have to do that. You may have to take that step, and and it could be a little uncomfortable. I'm understating the fact, because again, but again, if you plan it out properly, you could eventually walk away without having too many feelings hurt, because you may even find a replacement for you. And so where it's, hey, look, I can't do this anymore. I'm headed off in this direction, but I have this, Yeah, it didn't start out like that. No, I didn't think so. Again, that's what I think. It's gotten a lot more, not a little more. I said a little more, I'm being nice. It's gotten a lot more oppressive, and again, more things that were not considered initially. So understand, Katie, that they just, again, do me a favor. I'll say one more time. Just have a backup plan. Put some things in place. Have some things sitting out in the background. So saying, just if I need to make a strategy to move, I can, and therefore you have a backup plan. That's what I'm getting. Anything else for Miss Katie?
No, just that she needs to more practice a lot more on her mediumship if she wants to move forward with it, because I do get the metaphysical and I do see her moving forward, but she's developing, so she really needs to do what she needs to do to develop her skills.
Yeah. And Katie, it's amazing, because we are all, and this is for everybody, by the way, we're all born with this. None of us are, some of us are a little more inclined. We're better at it. Some of us are more naturally better at it, but we're all born with the same skill set to be able to do it. It's just taking the time, and it's like if you're going to work out, you build a muscle and that muscle grows. Well, when you're doing your mediumship work, you have to practice it. You have to be doing the interactions. And as you practice it with people, that's how you learn your visuals, your skill sets, your visions, and those things, So you have to work it. It's your grandkids. The babysitter wasn't taking care of them, and I look on 2 more kids. Yeah. Yeah. Well,
I would listen. My hair would be white as dawn if I was babysitting. And them kids would be on their own. I'd be like, listen, the food in the refrigerator, the remote over there. Best of luck. May the odds forever be in your favor, because I just can't do it, Don.
I didn't have white hair until my boys came along. My boys are the ones that gave me white hair, so I know how you feel. It's like, yeah.
You don't have to be consistent in your area of spiritual path. Just explore what you know, and you'll develop along the way. Like now, like when me and Don started, we used to always say, I'm not good at that mediumship. I'm not good at mediumship. And our mentor kept saying, stop saying it. So I started saying, I'm getting better at mediumship, and I started to get better at mediumship. But the only thing I really wanted to do was psychic or tarot cards. And It just develops along the way as you understand. It's a building block. You have to understand certain things in order to unlock or move forward to other things sometimes. And so you may, you don't have to decide like, oh, I just want to be a medium. You may have a variety of things that you want to do. And so just explore and see what you like best. Like you may think, oh, I just want to talk to dead people all the time. And then you might get in there and be like, you know what? I kind of like the psychic part of it better, or I like the Reiki part of it, or I just like whatever else it is, or channeling. You just have to get in there and do it to see what you like. Like, how did I find out I didn't like love readings? I did love readings for a
Hmm.
long time. When me and Don started, we would do everything, just whatever you asked, we would do it. And then I was just like, yeah, I don't like love readings. So I stopped doing love readings. I also understood from doing readings that I didn't want to do people under 18. So as you practice more, you'll understand what it is that you want to do or not do.
Yeah, and it's interesting. The in their there's more. It's interesting because Angie, you pointed something out that just triggered in my head. I was at a shop the other day, and somebody came in and she wanted a reading, and sure enough, she said, "Is there an age limit?" And the woman said, "Yeah, I don't take below 18."
I
She said,
don't.
because there's you're going through too much, and you may wind up actually taking too much to heart, and then it may alter any of your thinking, and therefore you could be your worst enemy. And the woman's like, I don't want to be that person to do that to you. And I thought, how interesting. And it's fun. It's funny. We did it instinctively, but there was never an idea of why so much, because it just seemed to make sense. But it was cool that somebody actually put it in a way that really rang through. So
Don, do you have anything for K Weezy? I'm not getting anything for him. I get the same thing every single time about the music, so I don't have anything new for you, K Weezy. I'm sorry. I know it's your birthday, but I'm not getting anything. Um,
yeah, I don't have anything additional that we haven't already shared with him. Hmm.
and this is again where I tell people like 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, a year, like every single month is a lot because I'm just sifting through the same thing. Like, how much has your life changed since the last time I talked to you? Have any of those things
Mhm.
that we told you about happened? Like, sometimes it takes a little time, and I'm just not getting anything for you at this time. Um, gosh, yeah, I'm not getting anything right now. Um, wait, who's the male, the older male who wore a hat? Like I see an older male with like and I want to say a church hat because I don't know what kind of hat it is. Maybe is it called a dob? Is that what they call them, Don? The little circle hat that might have a little feather on the side a little bit, like the male hat.
I don't know what they call it.
So I see a male and he has a cigar in his mouth. There's a male who smokes a cigar and he has on a wool coat or a cashmere coat, and it's like a caramel color or whatever, like a tan color. So this is a male. And he would say boy a lot. So who's the male? Is it an uncle or is it a dad? And whoever it is, he says, why are you wasting away doing something that you don't want to do? So it's either an uncle or a dad because it's an older gentleman and he has a cigar, a fat cigar. Lisa, are you asking what you should do or are you asking what they should do? Because I can't tap into somebody else's energy, but I can tap into your energy regarding the situation from your point of view, but I can't tap into their energy and tell you what they should do. Could be anyone. Okay, then maybe this isn't for you because I'm distinctly getting a male who would say boy, and this, and he's like, they're showing me his clothes distinctly. He has on a suit, he has on a long, he has on a dress coat that goes maybe to like the knee or the thigh area. He has on a hat. He's smoking a cigar, and he's saying, "Why would you be doing? Why are you sitting there wasting your life away?" And he's saying, boy, why would you be sitting there?" And he's making it seem like you would know exactly who he is. And he has a mustache here, I feel like. Um, but I feel like he's a shorter gentleman. He's not a very tall gentleman. He feels like a shorter gentleman. And he may have been a church going person because he dresses really, really nice. But if you don't know who it is, then I'm not going to tap in any deeper because you're saying it could be anyone. So maybe it's not for you. And I got dad or uncle, and you're saying anyone. And the first thing you asked about was your dad. So this wouldn't be your dad, or this wouldn't be that type of person in your life. Is that not a description of how your dad would look? And if it's not your energy, it could be somebody else. Could this be somebody else's male? It's a male, and he dresses really nice, and I feel like he went to church. Pamela, I get a no on that. I feel like what you need is a doctor. You don't need another attorney. I feel like you need a doctor for your son. And I feel like we've told you that on several occasions. I don't feel like you need a new attorney. I feel like what you need is a doctor because you're trying to get a diagnosis, and you need a doctor who'll give you the diagnosis so that you can use that as your defense for your child. I don't get that you need another attorney. I feel like if you're paying, you're wasting a lot of money. Um, but no, I don't get that you need to get another attorney. And Kay Weezy isn't responding, so we can go on to the next person, Don. Who's next?
Okay.
Oh, Lisa asked for something. Oh, she asked for clarity on her mom. I don't.
She what?
Actually, Lisa, I feel like you do know what to do. You just don't want to hurt somebody's feelings. Like either way, you're gonna have to hurt somebody's feelings, and you don't want to make the decision. You want somebody else to make the decision, so you can say that, so you wouldn't have to um so you don't have to take ownership of hurting somebody's feelings. Whatever the situation is, it seems like somebody's going to have hurt feelings in the situation, and you don't want to take ownership of hurting somebody's feelings, whether it be your mom or your sister. I feel like I really don't feel like it's your issue. I feel like you've been brought into this situation, but if you just pull yourself out of it, they'll have to work it out themselves. We're not avoiding you, adventures with Beth. I don't even remember what your question was. And I called you out and told you to put the question there. How you gonna say I'm avoiding you? So Lisa, I don't feel like this is your issue. I feel like this is their issue, and you're in it from the outside, but you don't have to be. What?
Hmm.
She tends to dictate you. Oh, make you do it. Oh, I guess she's trying to rules over you. But you love her kids, and she uses her kids to. I mean,
Is this your mother or your sister? Because then you say your issues with your mother and your sister. So which one has the kids? Is it your sister who has the kids?
she says, "What should I do in my situation? My sister tends to dictate me. I cut contact, but you love her kids." I mean,
But what? So, if you know what the problem is, Lisa, why are you asking us how to resolve it? You know what you need to do. Why you don't need a psychic to tell you uh, to either shit or get off the pot. Excuse my French. The reality is you have to make a decision. Do you want to put up with the BS and therefore have the relationship with the kids, or do you want to stand up and say, you know what, even if it's me risking not having a relationship with the kids, I'm going to do this. I mean, you don't need us to tell you what. You don't need anyone to tell you what to do in this regard. You need a backbone to be able to stand up and say, hey, I'm not taking it anymore. And the reality is you will know when that's time to do that. If right, by asking us, I think you know it's probably time already because you're asking us about it. It's like, the question is uh,
Are you wrong because somebody's using their kids to make you do what they want to do? Think about that question. If this was your daughter and somebody was doing this to your daughter, what would you tell your daughter? Like sometimes we have to step out of the situation. And if somebody was doing what your sister's doing to you, if they were doing that to your daughter, what would you tell your daughter to do? Would you tell your daughter, well, I mean, you should just go ahead and deal with it. You do love the kids. Or would you tell her, hey, you don't have to put up with that. If she want to act like that, let her take care of her own kids, let her live her life or whatever. As those kids get older and they can make choices and they can spend time with me, then that's what they can do. But at this point, you don't have to let somebody treat you bad in order to see their kids. Like I get it. I've dated someone like that. I dated a guy that had kids and I got very attached to the kids. And if I didn't do what he wanted to do, he didn't want me to see the kids. Okay, then you deal with the kids on your own. You do what you go do. I can't make you allow me to see your kids. If that's the relationship that you did, you set the boundary. You're the person in the wrong, and I don't have to deal with it. I don't have to see your kids. I don't have to deal with you. I love them from afar, but I don't have to put up with it. And I don't have to do anything that you want me to do. People are going to do to you what you allow them to do. If you're going to lay down and let her walk all over you, if you're going to let her tell you what you can and cannot do, then she's going to do it. But once you say nope and you're firm on it and you move back, then she'll understand that you mean business. So you decide what you want the relationship to be, not her. I could tell from the energy that it was something about hurting somebody's feelings, and you don't want to hurt somebody's feelings. And so you're going to take on all the pain. You're just going to let them treat you however they want to treat you so that you can see the kids or so that you can do whatever. Is she mistreating her kids? And is that why you're stepping in because you think that the kids need a savior? Then that's a different situation. But then that's something that, again, you can't make her let you have the children. You're an adult in this situation. Nobody can dictate what you need to do. If you're not living under her roof and she's not, you know what I'm saying, she's not making the decision in your life, you can just decide, no, this isn't, this. I know it's a hard situation because it's your sister and it's the kids and it's the blah, blah, blah. But also, it's a hard situation because it's your sister and why would she treat you like that?
but it's interesting because she says here about how the where was it here? That's I think when I tried to stand up for myself, but my mom tends to often enable her. And the question is this: I think you've buried the lead in the argument about the kids. Okay, you buried the lead there. Okay, and that is your your problem isn't the kids and it isn't your sister. The problem is your mother and your sister's relationship to you. And it's interesting because as I look at what you were saying, you're frustrated or you're worried about what your mom's doing and what your sister's doing. That you're spending time worrying about what they're doing and how they're behaving. You should worry about what you behave and how you do what you do. You just do you and you let them do whatever. I mean, you can't change them. And it's not your place to change them, nor is it ever going to happen because guess what? They're old enough, they're set in the ways. What you should be doing is, in my opinion, and this is not psychic me, this is me having two sisters and a mother and watching the dynamic between the two. It's funny, I sit and watch them repeat their same behaviors over and over again, which is sometimes similar to what you're saying here, what you're doing with your mother and your sister. And the reality is I always argue because I'm like disconnected, and I'm like, no, I don't need you to bring your stuff. You have your relationship, and you guys, however that relationship works, is fine. But you don't. The thing is you need to figure out a way to have a relationship with your sister that is divorced from your mindset about how your sister has a relationship with your mother. That relationship should not be an issue with you. How they deal with each other, that's not your business, in my opinion. And how you deal with your mother is not your sister's business either. It works both ways. What you should focus on is, how do I have my relationship with my mother? That's a singular relationship. And my relationship with my sister, and not confuse the two, because once you start bringing that in there, you're wind up you're fighting windmills. And you shouldn't, because again, their relationship's none of your damn business, and your relationship with your mother is none of your sister's business, and your relationship with your sister is none of your mother's business. As long as you lay those parameters down and you create boundaries. And this is where Angie and I talked last week. Remember, we talked about boundaries very specifically, and Shauna and I have done a great podcast on setting boundaries. You need to set some boundaries for yourself and set your boundaries for your relations, and say, you know what? These are things we're doing. These things we're not doing. It's funny how my family will sometimes call me and they're like, "Did you hear and did you know?" I'm like, "No, I don't hear, don't know, don't want to. Thank you. Save that information. It's not my business." And they're surprised. They're like, "Wait a minute, but you should talk to your sister." No, I should not talk to my sister. My sister didn't call me to have a conversation about this problem. You talk to your daughter, or you talk to your sister. I ain't doing that. And it's amazing when you set your boundaries and you determine, you tell your mother, "Hey, look, when we have a conversation, we're not talking about my sister, because I don't want to bring her into it." And you talk to your sister and say, "We're not doing the mother." And then by doing this, you create boundaries that are hard and set. Therefore, you don't have conflict, because when you set the boundaries in advance and then they cross them, you say, "We've had this conversation. We're not doing that, right? And we're good." And we're that. And so I'm telling you, part of this problem is you and your relationships, because you haven't set boundaries. Set some boundaries. Give yourself some specific parameters and say, "You know what? I'm not playing that game anymore," because again, you're buying into something that's not even, why? So, and it's not psychic. That's just me being a brother who's seen this over and over again in my own family. Oy vey. Oy
It
vey.
reminds me of this story that I just saw. This lady said she was married to this guy, and they had a baby. And the mom is always mean to her. The mom is always questioning whether the child is her son's kid. Well, he doesn't look like anybody else in our family, and nobody in our family has round eyes like that or has curly hair like that. And so she's always bringing this up. She's always being mean to the daughter-in-law, the brother. Oh, well, she's an old lady. Don't worry about it. You still deserve respect. You can't let people just say anything they want to say to you just because they're an old person, or just because, oh, it's the mother-in-law. You still deserve a level of respect. And going around telling people that, oh, you don't think that that's your son's child because the hair doesn't match the same, is disrespectful. So whatever the reason is that you thought that you needed to cut contact with your sister, it's your reason and it's valid. If she doesn't want to let you see the children, then that's her loss, not yours. You can't make her let you see the kids. And what are you going to do? Every time you want to see the kids, just do whatever you want. You said she dictates to you. What does that mean? Oh, you can't see the kids unless you give me $500. Oh, you can't see the kids unless I can drive your car. What does dictate to you mean? Oh, you can't see the kids unless you cook the meal that I want, or unless you let me come in and stay with you. What does dictate to you mean? I don't understand what you mean, because you can say no. You're an adult and you have the choice to say no. And if she doesn't like it and she doesn't want you to see the kids, that is her loss. And if she wants to say all these mean things about you, that's fine. You can't control that either, because you could do everything she wants and she could still say all those nasty things about you. So nothing has changed. It seems to be that your sister has the issue, and your sister is the person that is having the negative energy. So you have to decide what it is that you want to do. You're arguing with us about she makes it seem like I'm the bad person because I cut contact with her. You've said that 4 times. We get it. You cut contact with her because you want a level of respect and you've set boundaries. That's fine. You care too much about what she thinks. If this is what she's saying, then that's fine. But then you understand why you cut contact with her. If you want to go back and allow her to walk all over you or treat you the way that you want to, then that's your decision. These are all decisions that you make as an adult. But you asked us what you should do. We're telling you what you should do. And you're repeatedly saying, she makes me look like the bad person. She says I'm the bad person. She could also say that you're a donkey's ass, but does that mean it's true? It does not mean that it's true. You know what kind of person you are. You know what boundaries you've set. And if she's not respecting them, then maybe you do need to step away until she's ready to respect those boundaries. You can't make her change her opinion of you just by doing whatever it is that she wants you to do. Imagine my sister coming over here every day, trashing my house, and then just leaving. And then I say, hey, you can't come over here and just tear up my house like that. You know, you got to be respectful of my situation. Oh, well, you can't see my kids then if I can't come over and do that. Then you know what? I guess I won't see your kids. You have boundaries, set them and live by them. You don't have to do what anybody wants you, whatever it is that she's making you do. And you don't have to, just because she says that you're a bad person. Oh, well, does that mean you're a bad person? If she says you was a princess, does that mean that you're a princess? No, it doesn't. Those are just things that people say about you. You're taking them to heart because it's your sister, and I do understand that. But where's your boundary? Where's your respect? When does she have to listen to you and respect your boundaries? You said she treats her kids good. Maybe her issue is with something that happened as a child. I don't know. And if your mom and dad are perpetuating that, then maybe you need to cut contact with them too.
Yep.
Until everybody understands that that's, or like Don says, okay, I don't want to have that conversation. I don't want to have that conversation. Because you said her kids asked about you and she told them, how do you know that? Is that because your mom told you about it? So this is a person that's getting a bone and bringing a bone. She's going back and forth, and she's also being a little bit of a shit starter. Why is she telling you what she said? I don't want to hear what she said. Mama called to talk to you. How are you doing? How is dad doing? That's it. I don't need to know this other stuff. If she wants to talk to me, she has my phone number. She can call me. That's it. You cut all those things off. If you stop your mom dead in her tracks, she'll stop talking about it.
Yep. I totally agree. You
need to tell them that she needs to respect you too. Respect it goes both ways. You don't just need to respect her because she's 1 year older. She needs to also respect you as a person. You're both adults. So what is it? What is it that you're hoping that we tell you, that she's gonna magically wake up tomorrow and be the nicest person in the world, and then that you're gonna be able to see the kids? Or are you hoping that we tell you just go and see the kids anyway? You can do whatever the hell you want to do. Those her kids, but if you want to see them, you can go and see them anytime you want to. Like, we gave you all of your options, and I knew that you already knew what the decision was. You were just hoping that we would tell you something different, and there is nothing different because you have made the appropriate decision. You just feel bad about the decision, and I do understand that. And you can pray for your sister or for your relationship with your sister, but you also don't have to be subjected to certain things. Like, I had a relative that was an alcoholic. I don't have to be subjected to that person. Once once you start drinking, once you get out of pocket, okay, I'm gone. I'm going to leave because you're disrespectful. I don't have to subject myself to that behavior, to that disrespect. You set the boundaries, and once they cross them, you end the conversation, you end the visit, and you move on. So you'll figure it out, or she'll figure it out, or the kids will get old enough where they can communicate with you
Yeah, and eventually, believe me,
outside of their
it'll
mom
come to a head eventually, because
once they're older.
if you don't resolve it now, you're going to be frustrated that it gets uglier down the road.
Don't doubt yourself. You made the best decision based on the
Exactly.
situation. If she's truly disrespecting you, you've set that boundary and she's crossed that boundary, then give yourself some space and see how that works. You said it's been 2 years. Has it been a consistent 2 years that you haven't talked to her? Or has it been over 2 years you've gone back and forth, and sometimes you let her talk to you any way you want to, sometimes you walk away? How has it been? Like, whatever it is that you're like, in that 2 years, what has happened? Has it gotten better or has it gotten worse? Have you walked back in and let it build all the way up until you can't take it anymore? Or have you consistently said, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and leave. I don't have to take this. Consistency is the key. You teach people how to treat you. If you allow her to speak that way, she's going to continue to do it. You teach people how to speak to you. You teach people how to treat you. Imagine this is your daughter and somebody's treating your daughter in this manner. You would be livid.
Yep.
I would be livid, because how dare you talk to my child like that or treat my child like that? So if you wouldn't want somebody treating your child like that, why would you allow them to treat you like that also?
Yep. And you'll know when it's time to re-engage, or they'll know when it's time. And it doesn't have to be permanent, but it has to be enough to make the point and make the point clear. And sometimes, if you let it go, if you had let it go so long, it takes longer for them to get the message. But I can tell you, sometimes you'll be glad you did, because by not acting, you give permission as well. And so by not having corrected it for so long, you gave them permission to treat you that way. And so again, the lessons it takes time for them to realize, and they do eventually get themselves together. But I wouldn't worry about, don't worry, the relationship with the kids, it will resolve itself. I mean, it's funny, my mom and her sisters have had fights and squabbles with each other and don't talk for a while, and it's been crazy like that for a while. And you know what? All the cousins, we still all talk. We've all talked and so forth. And actually, my mom had a very ugly situation happen at one of her sister's funerals. And yet I still talk to my cousins, and I wasn't at the funeral, so I didn't know what happened. But when I was shocked when I heard about it. But they don't stain me with my mom's behavior toward people. So know that for yourself, is that no matter what your sister and your mother do with those kids will have a relationship with you. They'll find a way, because their relationship with you is not dependent upon their relationship with their mother or their grandmother.
Don, my mom and her sister got into a fist fight.
Oh my!
A fist fight when I was younger, because her sister called me a derogatory term, and my mama was not having it. When I say they got into a street fight, then everything went, and she set a boundary. I bet she never did it again. So then it happened again. They got into another fight because she said the same derogatory comment to our grandmother. My mom didn't have it. Every single time my mom stopped it. Now, I wouldn't say go to a fist fight, but now that aunt is in a nursing home, and who goes there and takes care of her? My mom. She goes and talks to her, because now she's in need, and everybody's like, "Oh, she's such a nice person." I was like, "No, I remember her in her heydays. She was a pistol. She was a pistol."
Yeah.
And so, I mean, you have to set those boundaries. But my mom set that boundary. You don't disrespect my child like that, and she never disrespected me again.
Yep.
You don't disrespect our mom like that, and she never disrespected our mom again. So you have to set those boundaries. But has she let it go? She probably could have met her things that don't happen again.
Yep. And again, the lesson can be painful for you giving the lesson as much as also for them receiving it. But sometimes that lesson has to happen, because if it doesn't, I'm telling you, the long-term damage is far worse, And Bonnie's right. She says, don't sacrifice your self-worth and morals just because she's your sister or mother. Hold true to your standards. Absolutely. And because ultimately you got to hold your head high, and you got to say, am I proud of the person I am? And like for your mom, I mean, your mom would not have felt good about herself if she had let that go, because she's like, no, that's my daughter. You crossed a big line. And I totally get that, because that's what.
Yeah, my mom always, she was like, you used to love her, and when she called you that, I just let her have it, and it never happened again. I can guarantee you, it never happens again.
Yeah, absolutely. So, well, Lisa, just know that do what you need. Do you know what? I think you know what you need to do. Again, you didn't need a psychic to tell you this. This was a free counseling session, so we won't bill you for this one. But
just set the boundaries. As soon as she starts saying, "Well, your sister said, well, Mom, I just called to talk to you. How are you doing today? I don't want to hear about her. If she wants to talk to me, then she can call me and we can communicate. I don't need you to do that." And do it every time. Every time. Stop the conversation dead in its track. Okay, Mom. Well, I see that that you're okay. I'll call you another day. And just it. You don't have to be mean. You can still be respectful to your mom, but you can still draw that boundary. Okay, Mom, I get it. I hope that everything works out for her. I hope that she gets better. I hope that her health gets better. I hope that whatever it is that she's telling you about, I hope it gets better. Have a good day, Mom. I'll talk to you later, and just move it on.
Yep. And it's funny because, and it doesn't. I will tell you, they will try over. They do, and still, because my mom's over 80 years old, 80 over 80 years old, and she because I sound like 8, I'm like, no, she's not that young, she's 80. But anyway, so but I will tell you that even now, even though I set the benchmark, I actually had to walk away from my mom for 3 or 4 years, because she got between me and one of my siblings, and she determined that she was going to, and I'm like, oh, no, 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 no. And so she and I did not talk for years. And it was my aunts, two of my aunts. One is her sister, who the one that she got a little crazy with at the funeral, and then the other was my father's sister. They both reached out to me and said, I'm not asking you as a favor to her. I'm asking you as a favor to me, your aunt. Would you re-engage, because your father needs you to be re-engaged, not your mother, your father. And I think your mom would like it too. And so, believe it or not, that's how I re-engaged. But I actually was a distance at one point from my mom for some very specific these very specific reasons, because I'm like, you're not doing that to me. I'm sorry, we're not doing that. And she said some things. I'm like, oh no, no one talks to me like that. I am not. No, 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 no. And so I did. I was didn't care, didn't want to have news. I didn't When I talked to my brothers and sisters, I'm like, I don't want to know. Don't Are they good? That's all. They healthy? That's fine. Move on, move on. Because I had boundaries and I'd set them clearly. And when I re-engaged, because my aunts asked me to, my mom had gotten the lesson, and she
Yeah,
definitely got the lesson. And we're good now. I fly over, I visit with her, and that kind of stuff. But I tell you what, there was no guarantee at one point that was going to happen, because I am as hard headed as can be, and I will not allow myself to have those boundaries crossed. I'm not going to do it, and I'm fine if I would rather be very confident in myself than to be groveling at somebody else's feet. That ain't going to happen.
exactly. Don, and let me tell you, I've had that issue with my dad. 3 days before they found my dad passed dead in his house, I had wrote him a scathing letter telling him how much, just letting him know how I felt like he had neglected us as his children, and
Hmm.
neglected our household. Sent him that letter. He received the letter, and then he saw me, and he made a joke out of it, and that hurt my feelings. I was so mad because I was honest in the letter about how I felt and how
Hmm.
I wanted our relationship to be. He took it as a joke.
Hmm.
I just drove off and left. Never spoke to him again. 3 days later, they found him dead. So imagine that. Imagine, you know what I'm saying, having that kind of conversation with your dad, and then
Hmm.
him dying, and I had to plan the whole funeral. So I mean, you have to still have your boundaries, regardless. You have to set your boundaries and let people know this isn't okay.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And you, again, down the road, when this is all past, you'll be glad you did, because again, you created a new, healthier relationship, and therefore it's not one-sided, and it's not. And the best part is like, when I go visit, I don't feel taxed anymore. When I used to go visit, I felt taxed because I always had to keep my mouth shut or whatever, or I would say, I'm like, oh, not again, or whatever. I'm like, and I don't have to do that anymore. The good part is, when I visit my family, I feel comfortable going and I feel comfortable leaving, because I don't have to worry about the baggage that came with me, nor the baggage I'm leaving with, because I don't bring baggage, nor I don't need to, because of that relationship. And believe me, Lisa, you will get to that point where you'll be glad, because when you spend time with your family and you've created boundaries and they listen to your boundaries now, you'll be glad, because you're like, you know what? I don't have to leave walking away heavy and carrying people's luggage. I'm like, just, and baggage, baggage is just not good. So believe me, it is in your advantage. It really is.
Kay Weezy, are you still here? Because this male is still here, and one of his favorite foods had to do with like a pot of beans, like maybe your mom or grandmother or somebody making a pot of beans. And he's very reminiscent about the day that you were okay, got it. He's very reminiscent, and I hope y'all can't hear Brandon screaming in the background, because Lord, he is just playing this game, and you would swear that he is in a battle right now with whoever it is on this game. But K Weezy, this person, he's showing me like, and he keeps saying butter beans, something about butter beans or something about beans. There's a pot, there's beans, and he's specifically saying butter beans, or I don't know if that was a nickname or something, but he keeps saying butter beans. And also, um so I don't know if he liked to eat butter beans or this was a nickname that he had, but butter bean is what I keep seeing. Like, that's the little bean that he's showing me. And then also, he's sitting on the step with a little boy, like with a basketball in his hand or some kind of sports equipment. Like I feel like the father and son is sitting on the steps with a basketball. And so if this isn't your dad, I don't know, because he never left. He's like, this presence has still stayed here in the background. He's a quiet person, but he's a very masculine and a very man's man. Wait, could be, may have butter beans, my dad. Wait, I don't understand what you're saying. Could be, may have butter beans. So he gave me butter beans because he felt like you would remember. So are you saying that he did like butter beans or he called somebody butter beans? Like this is specific. Like I keep seeing butter beans. I keep seeing the little bean. So I was like, oh, is this something that you eat or is this something that you called somebody? And he's sitting on the steps with a little boy. Could have, be, could be, may have butter beans, my dad. I don't understand. Could be. Could be my dad, my mom. Oh, wait, what? Your mom cooks butter beans in the microwave? Is that what you're saying? I don't get the halves. Is there something you do to butter beans? Like you have to pop them open or something? Like, are they in a shell? Could be your dad, though. My mom has butter beans in the microwave. Is that something that she just cooked, or is that something that she cooked for your dad? Because he's specific about the butter beans, so it must be something that he ate. And then I see him sitting on the porch with a little boy and a basketball, or he's talking to the little boy, and the little boy is upset or sad that the dad. Did you used to play sports? Did you used to play basketball as a kid? Because I feel like you lost the game, and this is your dad talking to you about the game. So did you used to play basketball as a kid? Is that what I'm seeing? Okay, either way, this male is concerned that you are doing something. He keeps saying, why are you staying in something that you don't like? So why are you sticking with something that you don't like? And this dad is talking to this kid. Like the dad has the basketball in his arm, and the little kid has to be, I don't know, 7, 8, somewhere around there, between 7 and 10 years old or somewhere in that age range. And he's talking to you because I feel like you lost the game, and he's telling you that it's okay. Like he's sitting on the steps and and you're outside. When I say sitting on the steps, like you're sitting on the porch or on the front steps, and he's telling you that it's okay because you seem sad about the game, or maybe you lost the game. There's something, or maybe you didn't get to play in the game. Whatever it is, he's talking to you about the game. And did you think that you were going to be a pro basketball player? Because he said that boy show thought he was going to be a star in the NBA. And something about roller skating. Did he used to take you roller skating, or did you like to go roller skating? Because he's showing me roller skates on your feet. And I need you to type a little bit faster, sir. Is this true that you used to play basketball, K Weezy? Oh, you did say yes, you did used to play basketball. Either way, he wants to know why you're staying in the situation. And I don't know if that's a job or relationship that you're not happy in. He's saying that he taught you better than that. You need to make stronger decisions in your life and go for the things that you want to go for, is how he's showing it to me. Okay, that's your dad for sure. You used to skate. Yes, because this is a little kid. This is a little boy, like under 10, that he's talking to, that he's sitting with. And then he's gosh. Like, did he work in the yard, like mow the lawn or trim the trees? Like, I feel like he's working in the yard and you would be out there with him while he was doing whatever. And you are talkative. You seem to talk a lot too. Like, you're just like, he's out here doing whatever and you're just talking back and forth. You're going back and forth and you're talking. Like, these are the memories that he's showing me about it. But he's very excited about your birth. Like, whatever it is, there's something about like choosing the name for you, and that your birth, that made him really, really proud. Like, are you his only kid, or are you his first kid, or something? There's something really significant about your birth that he is really excited about, or that he's really, sincere about as a child, or about your birth. And then, or was your mom sick? Like, was there some kind of situation with the pregnancy? Because he seems to be like really, concerned about your mom. Were your mom and dad married? Because he's really concerned about you or your mom's health as she was pregnant with you. Is any of this true? He seemed to really love your mom. And I don't know if they were married or if they were separated, but in the beginning, he seemed like he really loved your mom. And he really seems like a really masculine man, like, is how he's presenting to me. But is he shorter too? Like, he doesn't seem like a very tall man. And did you have a taller cousin? This doesn't feel like your brother. It feels like a taller, slender, darker skinned person that may have been your cousin, that you liked or wanted to be a little bit like, or like you admired or you looked up to. There's a taller, skinny young man that was older than you. Okay. He was 5'9". Okay, got it. That makes sense. Okay. And who's the taller, slender guy that you looked up to, or that was like, it feels like an older cousin. It doesn't feel like, and I feel like the cousin is still alive, but maybe you two haven't seen each other in a long time. And he's saying you two were like two peas in a pod, like maybe you were together a lot when you were younger. And I feel like this cousin may be married and has children now. They were apart. So they did separate, but they were together. And he did really, really love her. I'm assuming, because you said, yeah, he cut grass at my granddad. They were apart. Yes, it was true. Okay, I don't. And I know I've asked 5,000 questions. I'm so sorry, Kaylee. Either way, he is very proud of you. He wants you to know he's proud of you, because you wonder if he's proud of you. And if has he been gone like 10 to 12 years? Is that true? What's with the 10 to 12? So is that the number of years that he's been gone? So I feel like maybe that's how long it's been since he's been gone. Okay, he did love your mom. He did love your mom. No, this is a specific cousin. He's showing him to me. He's tall and skinny. He's a darker skinned person, and you two were hung out together a lot. He's specifically showing me this one person, and he's saying you two were two peas in a pot, and you kind of looked up to this cousin, and this cousin I feel like this cousin is married and has two sons, or a son and a daughter, because this cousin has two children. And is there a Lester? Who's Lester? I keep hearing the name Lester. Who's Lester? He's been gone for 12 years. Okay, cool. Because he showed me the 10 to 12. Okay, I see he's been gone. Okay, you and your cousin used to be close. Okay, cool. So he's showing me that, but you two seem like you've gotten apart, and he's wondering why you won't reconnect. Like, what's keeping you from reconnecting? And you don't have children, is that correct? And he's wondering what's taking you so long. Are you in your 30s? Is that true? Oh, Lester's a classmate of yours. Okay, so he brought Lester up. And then are you in your 30s and you don't have any children? Because he's wondering, like he's showing me a time clock. Like, what's the problem? He's saying it took you long enough to realize who he was. And it's something about a black car. Do you want a black BMW? Black car. Is it a black BMW that you want? Oh, you're in your 30s and you don't have kids. Okay, and that's what he's showing me, that you're in your 30s. He's showing me the time clock. And what's the problem? He feels like you don't have enough family centered, like you don't have enough influences around you that are family centered. And so that's why he thinks that you're still single or you don't have children. Like he feels like if you would connect with your cousin who has the family, or if you were around men with families, then you would be more family centered. He's wondering when you're going to have children, is how he's showing it to me. And then he's proud of you, but he wants you to stand up and make more decisions that are for your benefit. Like you need to make more assertive decisions and proactive decisions in your life as to how you want to move forward, instead of allowing things to just happen for you. Like, oh, I work here because, my friend told me that it was a good place. And so I applied and blah, blah, blah. Like, what is it that he wants you to make more assertive decisions in your life? And are you thinking about going to the Bahamas for your birthday, or what's with the Bahamas? Is that something you were thinking about doing, was the Bahamas for your birthday? Come on, K Weezy, you're going too slow.
Type a little faster.
Wait a minute. It don't sound like my dad. My friend had I don't know what that means. It don't sound like your dad. Oh, your dad. Wait, your friend had a BMW. So now you're saying this isn't your dad? Okay. All right. I'm going to disconnect from the energy. But again, what I heard was it sounds like he's proud of you. He's wondering when you're going to have children. It doesn't sound like you have enough family oriented friends, and that you need to make more assertive decisions for yourself. So if that's not your dad, then I don't know, but that's how it is. Okay. But it is your dad. Got it. It didn't at first. Okay. Good. Got it. Okay. So that's what I got for you, K Weezy. I hope that helps you out, and happy birthday. But again, what's with the Bahamas? Were you thinking about going to the Bahamas for your birthday? Your friend had a BMW. So was it your friend Lester who had the BMW? What's with the BMW? Why is he showing it to me? Okay, well then that's it. But if you were thinking about going to the Bahamas, you should go to the Bahamas for your birthday. That's what he's saying. And that's all I got down.
Okay. Let's do one more and then we're out of here, Miss Angie. Who are you drawn to?
I don't know, Don. Who's still in the chat who wants a reading? Oh, is Adventures? Oh, wait. Oh, I don't know what Kevin is saying. Quinn, I have a short message for you. This isn't the person. This is just a really short message for Quinn. Is your daughter trying to go somewhere for a 3-day weekend or a weekend away from you and you don't want to let her go? Is that true? Oh, you thought about a BMW yesterday. Okay. So he's showing me the car. So, I mean, maybe you should go for the car because he's showing me the car. And it's a new car because it has a very shiny new grill. And I am getting Bahamas. So I don't know why you're saying no, but maybe he's saying you should go because I'm seeing that he's showing me the Bahamas and he's showing me birthday cake with candles on it. So I think, I don't know. So when I said the first thing about the BMW, why did you bring up your friend in the BMW? Lord have mercy. But Quinn, if you're still here, let her go. It's a 3-day weekend or a 3-day trip that your daughter wants to go on. They're saying let her go. She'll be fine. We could do Melanie, Don. She said, "What's my next step in life?"
Okay. Melanie, are you somehow connected to the metaphysical community? Because I'm picking up metaphysical gifts. Are you, again, do you do something with the metaphysical? Hmm. And are you, from, let me put her on there. Melanie, are you from our area? Because I'm picking up Arizona energy with you. Yeah, it's interesting because I'm also picking up beach and we don't have beaches, but I see beaches, but I see you in Arizona and I'm picking up metaphysical energy. So are you in the metaphysical community by chance? Are you Yes, you're a Reiki master. Yeah, I picked it up. Okay, good. So what then, but are you again, I'm picking up Arizona, but I'm picking up beach. So were you just on vacation at the beach for the holiday and are Arizona, or you're in Arizona vacationing and then back to maybe you live on a beachfront community? I'm picking up again. What's the difference there? I'm picking up the Arizona connection. I'm picking up our energy. Arizona energy is very, very unique. So I picked that up. I met you and Tina. You met me? Oh God, I hope I didn't just insult you. I don't remember. I'm terrible with that. I really am. I apologize. I love the water. Yes. Okay. So you're in Arizona. Okay. So yeah, because I'm picking up the beach. Okay. Have you been? So if I'm picking up the beach, the question is either you have recently been to a vacation or you're getting ready. You should be going to a vacation. I live in Arizona, but lived okay because I feel this need to get away and go to the beach. You lived in Washington. Okay. Okay. Yes. Yes. What? Yes. What? And who is the gentleman who's taller than you? You're in a relationship. Is it a spouse? Is it a husband? Because I'm picking up a taller guy, bigger guy, um, um, and you're together. So is this husband? Because I'm picking, it's definitely a relationship energy, but I do feel like you've had time together for a while. So you're not like dating, or I don't pick up dating. They're not new dating. So this has to be a husband or a long-term boyfriend. You went camping in California. Okay, good. And you were close to the water because again, I'm picking up water. But let's move on from that one. Back to this. So yeah, yes, the husband, or yes, when you say yes and right on, help me a little bit by giving me husband. Okay, thank you. Super. Yeah. Okay. Um, so is he retired? Does he have his own business? Because I feel like he's on the water. Oh, your vacation was on the water. Okay, good. Yeah, okay, super. That makes sense. But so is he retired or is he working for himself? Because I really feel there's some flexibility of schedule, and And do you guys spend again time? I'm getting time. I'm getting time. Flexibility of time. So is he so high? Is he retired, or is he at a point where he has a lot of flexibility in his schedule to do things? Is he around the house too much? I'll put it that way. It's like sometimes it's great to when you retire, but it's like, okay, you're around the house a little bit too much, and I need a little time, a little less of you kind of energy. I'm not saying that's your case. I'm saying, but that's what I was kind of. It's like that's what I'm talking about, the flexibility of time. So again, is he retired, or does he have very flexible schedule with work? No, not yet, but he works at home, and yes, he is at home. Okay, yeah, because yeah, okay, yeah, we're picking up. Okay, we're connected. Okay, good. Yeah, all the time. Yeah, yeah. No, I was picking that up, and it's like it's nice, but it's nice, but it's not nice. I get that, and since I was picking up, it's like okay, I could use a little. Sometimes not as much being at home as he is in that sense, and because it's not bad. It's just that you kind of want to do your thing, and you want your time, and sometimes having him there all the time is a little encroaching because it's like you still have to consider him in the equation, and I get that. Yeah. I would suggest this, and it's interesting because now we've gotten that laid out. The one thing to do is make sure that you're actually getting out yourself, getting out of the house, and getting a little time away, so where you're, replenishing. Maybe do a few more classes, or do another class, or some crafting, or maybe it's yoga. Maybe get into yoga because you're a Reiki master. Maybe you getting I don't know if you do work at home, but maybe you should look at a place where you can go for one day a week and do Reiki there, because I'm seeing you in a set. It's like a studio environment where you're doing Reiki elsewhere. I don't know if you're even doing Reiki right now, but I'm getting the energy that you are. But get out of the house, maybe set for a day or two, and find a place where you can do the Reiki outside of the house, and therefore you're there. I'm doing that. Oh gosh, okay, so I'm already on that energy then. Jeez, who is? That's cool. Well, that's good then, because again, it's good for the relationship to get out and about, because you don't want to be again all that time at home. Then are you okay? So then now it's taking me a long time to get down because they're leading me to this trail. So the question is, are you not as busy as you want to be? Because I'm getting, again, it's back to that 2 days a week. Are you not, or a few days a week, whatever? But the point is, are you not as busy as you want to be? And are you marketing? Because I'm talking social media. I'm being sent social media. So are you not as active on social media? Do you need to be more active? I feel like you need more clients. You need more work. And I think you want more work. I get the feeling you could use more work. You could use more people buying your services. And so look at social media. Look at how you engage with social media. Look how you engage with your community. Get out with more people in the community. Make sure you're connecting with various people. Yeah, absolutely. And do those things that you need to, whatever you need to do. But I would look at doing that. Make sure that you're using all the things that you can pull, all the levers you can pull on. What I'd also suggest is reaching out to different groups like Missy's Mysteries. I don't know if you know Missy over at Missy Cipriani. I think your name is. Might be the last name might be wrong, but look at Missy's Mysteries. Missy's Mysteries has a psychic fair once a month, and they always have a Reiki healer, and it's not always the same practitioners each month. You may want to reach out to Missy and say, hey, I've heard about your fair. She has one coming up on the 20th or 22nd. No, I understand it, but they live with you, but that doesn't mean that they have to occupy your time. What I'm saying is you can get out of the house still. So what I'm saying is go reach out to Missy's Mystery. It's in Scottsdale. It's on Scottsdale Road, just north of Shea Boulevard, and maybe reach out to Missy and say, hey, if you're doing a psychic fair, they're doing one in September. They do one every month. She'll add you to the list. That's crazy because I just went into her shop. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Then that's good. I love it. I'm really picking up your energy because you're one step ahead of me. All the things that I'm picking up here, you're already there. So again, we are connected, which is great. Focus on social media, but it's interesting, Angie, you missed this, but I was just talking about to Melanie to reach out to Missy and Missy's Mysteries.
Oh, I
And
heard everything, Don. You know I don't hear
yeah,
much.
that's crazy because I just went to her shop. So talk to Missy, reach out to Missy, ask her if she can be, you can be added. Spirit sent me there. Absolutely, there you go. I was just saying to her, I was like, she's one step ahead of me with everything because my mind is connecting to all these things, which is great. So it's like I'm picking up her psychic field. You're great energy, Melanie, because you're putting it out there, which is wonderful. But what I would suggest to you is reach out to her though and say, hey, I was just there, can I be added to your vendor list? She may want you to come in and talk with her a little bit to get a feel for it. Or if you talk to her, then you probably already had that connection, which is great. But she brings people in once a month, and I just received an email today. I think it was today or yesterday from her planning for the one in September. I can't be there because I'll be in Mexico City, um, and I told her that, and I'm often busy, it seems, but but reach out to her and have her as one of your sources to get out there and be out there with people, and you'll love Missy and her husband, fantastic folks, and they're very supportive of our community. But start doing those things. Get yourself out there in the community. Get out there in the psychic fairs. Get out there and do these various events at these different organizations and these places. Also, in Peoria at the Spiritual Place of Wisdom, they do one every month or two. Get out there and do it. But that's what I would suggest to you. Continue to get out there and do that. Build your service, but start using social media more. Get yourself out there. Make sure people are there, and I think you'll be great. I talked to her husband, not her. Stayed in the shop for an hour. Yeah, he's a good guy. He's a really good guy. So yeah, keep working on that. Build that. That's where I'm being drawn. Get yourself. Give yourself your own community, your own business, your own work, but focus. It is your business. It's a business. So make it a business, work it like a business, dedicate the time, get yourself out of the house if you, and so forth. And you'll find that, this will grow and you're where you need to be. Because again, you're putting off this energy and I'm picking it up. So we are connected. I know that this is where you should be because you really can put out energy, which is great. Anything you have, Miss Angie, for her?
Two things. One, K Weezy, make sure you come back next week because there's something about a girl that I see. I just don't have time to get into it tonight. And then Miss Melanie, I see you with two women, one on each side of you. Are you thinking about doing a partnership with somebody for your metaphysical business? Or why do I see the two ladies? Like I see one person on each side of you. So I either feel like you're thinking about doing a partnership because they're showing me the Three of Pentacles, or you're thinking about going on a girls trip because I see you by the water. And maybe you're thinking about doing a retreat, but I see some kind of collaboration with two other ladies. Is that true? That's how they're showing it to me. They're showing me one lady, one on each side of you. I feel like one lady may be a little bit older than you and a little bit more. That is what everyone says. I don't know. I think that's for you, Don. I think she's answering one of your questions. I feel like one of the ladies is a few years older and she may have a little bit more experience metaphysical wise, but I feel like you three are thinking about going into business together for some reason, because I see you with two ladies walking together, and I feel like you are collaborating. So that's the one thing I see. And I'm getting that it's a good go ahead. Like they seem to be very strong business. Like one of you seems to be very strong business wise as far as money and making sure things are legally and you're doing things just right. And then the other one seems to be a little bit more in the spiritual, like woo, like really woo woo. And the other one is a little bit more of the not necessarily authoritarian, but she seems to be a little bit more master or teacher level. Like she seems to be a little bit more teacher level. So I get three of you, and oh, they should. Oh, you should be collaborating. Okay, because I see three ladies, and I feel like I don't know if you haven't met these three ladies, but again, and the ages go like this. Like there's a younger person, a middle. I feel like you're the middle person, and then there's an older lady, and so the younger person may be the business person. It could be you. I don't know, but that's just how they're showing it to me. One person is very business focused. One person is very, very spiritual and just, let's just make everything peaceful and lovely. And then the other person is more of a orderly. Like she feels very Capricorn, like a Capricorn to me, because Capricorns, or the way Capricorn sits in my life, is that it's very orderly. Very, we got to have a list. We got to do this. We got to do that. Like she's very bossy. That's the best way I could put it. But I do see a partnership. I do see it maybe early 2026. And I do see you having like a brick and mortar, like you have your own space where people come in to receive your services. And I feel like you have a variety of services, like not only Reiki. There seems to be other stuff that's going on too. Like maybe there's some tarot card reading, or maybe there's some herbs or something that you're selling. Who's the herb person? I don't know if the person you're thinking about does herbs, but there seems to be somebody who does herbs in your place for healing. Like I feel like you do a lot of other stuff. And is there somebody who does candle magic or candle therapy too? Like there's a lot of different things that you guys could do, and I do feel like you oh, you're a Capricorn, so maybe are you the bossy one? I'm the bossy one. So I mean, that's not even, you are very much it's going to be, I feel like it's going to be successful. I feel like it's going to be early 2022, like that first quarter of 2022, that you'll open it. I feel like you'll find a storefront, and I feel like you'll have a variety of different modalities that you two will work on. It'll be very successful. You guys seem to be at a point in your life where you know exactly what you want. There's no nonsense, and everything will work out fine. Make sure the paperwork is good and clear, and that everybody's getting their equitable or what it is they think they need from the building. But I see a lot of success for you in that in that right. Did she say she had kids? Like I know she has a husband. Do you have a daughter?
Kid and granddaughter and granddaughter. I think
Okay,
she's.
'cause I feel like one of the children, and this feels like a younger child, not an adult child. This feels like a younger child, six to 10, somewhere in that range, who also has abilities that you need to nurture.
That may be the granddaughter.
Yeah, okay, this is a younger girl. Nice long kind of hair. She doesn't really wear it curly. I feel like it's kind of just long like this. Like she just kind of wears it long and straight. And and she I feel like she has ability, right? And you need to nurture those abilities. And she's interested in it, and maybe you haven't approached it, or maybe you have, but it's a conversation that you two could share, and it would be nice. Um, there's something about your husband, but I don't get what it is. Did he just have a cold or COVID or something? Did he just have something? Because I get like him coughing. So I feel like maybe he's a little ornery when he gets sick a little bit. I know you said that he gets on your nerves, but he seems like he's a little bit ornery when he gets sick, because I feel like he's coughing and you're like making him soup, and the soup isn't hot enough. It doesn't taste right, or this like he feels a little bit ornery, but he really does love you. I get that he really does love you. Okay, very much he does. So I feel like he's when he's not sick, I don't feel like he's cranky. But when he is sick, he's a little bit cranky, and he like steps on your toes. But I get that he really does genuinely love you. Like he really couldn't imagine his life without you. He seems very, very like you two seem like this. Like you really seem like you really love each other. Um and um and they keep showing me his belly. Does he have a little bit of a belly?
I saw that too.
Oh, he's throat. He has a little bit of a
chunky.
belly. Okay.
Yeah, he's a chunky guy, is what I was picking up.
Okay. I
I don't know if it's the case. I'm just saying that I felt that Melanie had to
but
tell.
that's how they show it to me,
Yeah.
like he has a little bit of a belly.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, when he's sick. You may want, and I don't know if he was recently sick, but you may want to, I don't know. Like, I don't feel like it's a bad thing, but you may want to, like, it's more than just a cold. Like, it's more than just, oh, we can sit at home. He may need like an antibiotic, or he may need like a steroid or something. So you may, whatever it is, he does need a doctor intervention. But again, not anything horrible. Just head it off before it gets thin. You said something about his throat, and yes, he has a belly. Okay, Don, we were right. Throat and voice. Okay, so I feel like you should just go in. I don't know that it's like I don't know what it is, but it's something that needs a little bit of a medical attention. Again, not serious, but just a little bit, maybe like an antibiotic, or maybe like a steroid, or just something. So just he should go to the doctor and get that checked out. But other than that, I think that everything's fine, and everything seems really nice. I like your energies. Like her energy is really
Great energy.
yeah, just happy and joyous. Like I feel like just like I just see like a field of flowers, like white little flowers in a field, and I just feel like the joy of it. Like you really are grounded. I feel like you are definitely grounded. And there's something about the moon that you do. Like you have a very strong connection to the moon. Maybe you do moon rituals, or you're very respectful of the moon energy. Like I really feel like you tune in very well to that, and it heightens your Reiki abilities too,
Yeah.
right? So I feel like yeah, I don't get any bad things for you. Do you have Christmas plans too? There's something about Christmas and the snow. So if you're in Arizona, there's probably no snow, but are you thinking of going to a cold place for Christmas? Or are they just showing me that it's Christmas? Like I feel like there's a trip, but they're showing me snow on the ground. So I know that it's Christmas. So I don't know if the snow is just to show me that it's that time of the year, or you're going to a place that's cold, but I feel like you're going somewhere for Christmas. You're out back watching it and the
It's
storm.
warm here, huh?
Oh, moon and the storm. Oh yeah, I'm enjoying the rain outside too. I feel like I should walk outside bare feet and just kind of step in that rain that's out there or
Raining?
something. It's raining right now for me.
Oh,
That's why I had to close the door. Yeah.
I don't know. I have to
It
check
was
it out.
thunderstorms for a while. That's why I kept muting, because it was the thunder was loud and Brandon was loud. But now it's raining. It's so slowed down considerably. And so
Mhm.
and there's a nice breeze. I'm loving the breeze.
Yeah.
And then oh, your son is in Colorado, because I see you taking a trip in the winter for Christmas or something. And that seems like it's gonna be a nice time, and you're gonna have a pretty much a good, you're gonna have good fun. You need to come up with some Reiki specials or some kind of service specials for the holiday. Like each season, you should have a special that is going on where you give a discounted service, or you just run some kind of service. So whatever next holiday is, you need to do some kind of service. Like even if it's a Halloween special, like, you know, a bootacular Reiki session, or just cleanse your whatever auras or whatever you want to do. Like you need to follow the holidays, seem to be something where you need to offer specials, and you would make a lot more money. You would
And
make
gift
a considerable
certificates.
amount of money.
And gift certificates.
Oh, you got family in Utah. So you're going to a cold place. I do know that. And it does seem like in the winter. I'm not really getting anything on your father-in-law at this time. No, I'm not really getting anything about him. But let me see. Is his name Harry, or who's Harry? You'll do the Reiki specials. Good. Who's Harry? Is there somebody named Harry or Larry or something along that line? Because he'll be fine if that's who you're worried about. Harry or Larry. Harry is what I heard, but it could be Harry, Larry. But I feel like he's gonna be fine. You type so fast. I love it. You're really keeping up with the chat. I
Responsive,
like
yeah.
it, Melanie.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't
Is
forget
she next to everything just rocks down, or
everything
Miss?
just rocks. Tina's
Oh,
class,
okay.
you said, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And don't forget gift certificates. Make sure you have good gift certificates.
Oh,
Larry's the
Larry is
brother-in-law.
your brother-in-law. Got it. Okay. He's fine, because they're saying, I thought it was Harry, but it must have been Larry. He's fine. Larry is fine. But you said father-in-law. So maybe,
The
oh,
father-in-law, I guess, is Darnell.
Darnell. Well, maybe he's fine, because I heard
Mhm.
Larry, but then I heard he's fine. So maybe the father-in-law is fine too. Like you're worried about it, but it's not as bad as you think. I don't feel like you know how we hear something, we're like, oh my gosh, I hope it's not this, or oh my gosh, is that, or but like we take it along this long line, and I don't feel like it's that bad. Like it's age related stuff. Like, oh, okay, like I got frozen shoulder, just old age. I don't feel like it's a serious thing that is going to cause any long, like it's going to cause any serious medical issues. And again, I don't diagnose, but if I heard he's fine, like it feels like it's all good. Okay, so that's what I got for you, Miss Melanie.
Melanie, also speak to Julie Curran. She is Love Riot Warrior. If you look her up online, either under Julie Curran or Curran or Love Riot Warriors. And you should talk to her and have her maybe consider interviewing you for her Wednesday show, one of her Wednesday shows. Therefore, giving you exposure because again, she reaches a lot of people too. And so, and she loves interviewing all kinds of people. So you may want to speak to her. So she's also in Monday night class. She doesn't always go there, but she's often there. So, and if you need to reach out to me or to Tina to get her information, you can reach out to either one of us and we'll give you her information. But reach out to her and she'll probably figure out a date in which you can have her she'll interview you
She'll be live on Friday too, Don.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yep.
Oh,
yeah.
she caught her show this week. Okay, that's who. Yep.
Well, there you go. Reach out to her. There you go.
You all the way in there.
I'm telling you, yeah. So that's great. So yeah, that's for sure. That's good. And then, yeah, no. So that's fantastic, Melanie. I think I love the fact that again you're very much open with your energy, and therefore you made it easier to for us to tap in, and we definitely tapped in. Lord have mercy, we were tracking.
Oh my gosh, I love her energy, and I love ending with her. Like it was just so easy breezy, and her information was just pouring out. Like, but I feel like a lot of this she knew, and it's just confirmation from us.
Yep.
Two good ones because K Weezy ended up a little bit better than I thought too. All right,
yeah,
I like it.
Super. And you have something to share with him next week,
huh?
And you'll have something to share with him next week.
Exactly. Yes, I do have a message for him for next week. So K Weezy, come back. Yeah.
That's a cliffhanger, everybody.
Exactly. Tune in next week.
Exactly. Same about Tom, same about China, or close.
Well, we might be on time next week.
Exactly.
Unless I had them Powerball numbers. Let me go and check and see if I won.
Exactly. Then we'll be meeting at the center. Listen,
I will be. I don't know where I'm gonna be. It's gonna be on the beach, though, probably. It is pouring down again, so maybe the rain is coming your way, but it is pouring down right now.
It's amazing for people who don't know how the valley works here in Arizona. Angie can have rain and I can have sunshine. It's just at the very same time. It just, you never know in what part of the valley. You can be neighbors and your neighbor can have a different weather pattern than you. It's just very strange how living in the valley, the weather pattern is just so weird. So weird. My mother-in-law lives 4 miles at most from here, 3 to 4 miles, and she'll talk about how the winds were terrible and the rain, and we're like, we didn't have any of it, none of it. It's crazy. 4 miles away, not a single bit. Or we'll get the rain and she doesn't get it, and she's like, "What rain are you talking about? The one yesterday." We never. Rain.
Yeah.
I
love it. We've had a lot of rain this season, Don, so I like it. This season has been a lot of good rain.
Absolutely.
Good night, Melanie. It was nice meeting you.
Yep.
You might see me in class Monday night. I keep saying I'm going to go back. I want to go see Miss Wendy and just give her a hug.
Yeah. Well, I didn't want to go this past Monday because it was the first Monday.
Red light cabinet,
Yeah, that cabinet thing doesn't.
I swear I'll be all set to go, and then it'll be 5 o'clock. I'll be like, okay, I got 2 more hours. Then it'll be 6 o'clock. I'll be like, oh my gosh, I got another hour. And by 7 o'clock, I'll just be like, you know what?
Conked out. Or conked out.
Yes, definitely. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna make it because I do love it. The energy in there is amazing.
It is, and the folks there are just good. It's always a good group of people, which is nice, So absolutely.
Oh, she said her and Wendy went paddleboarding.
Oh, very cool.
I love Miss Wendy.
Yeah, Wendy's a sweetheart. She's a sweetheart. We like her very much, and she was just on Julie's show too.
Yeah. Look, Miss Julie has everybody on the show.
Yeah,
that's the place you want to be.
Yeah.
Even Dom was on there.
Even I was on there. And I don't do many. Well, I used to not do many shows. I guess I'm getting back to it. I don't know. Well, with that said, though, we're out of here, folks. Thanks for popping in very much. We're going to get out of here the same way we got in, by popping up a screen image and putting on our music. This is mine and Angie's specific intro and exit music, and we enjoy it. That's why we play it a lot.
I love it.
So before you head out, make sure you hit the like, share, subscribe, and follow buttons. We would appreciate that. But until next week, have a great one. Miss Angie, have a nice weekend as well.
Any plans? I will try. I don't have any. Do I have plans? No. Unless somebody call and invite me out, I don't think I have any plans. My friend did mention happy hour at this one place that we like to go to. So I'll see if she does that. But other than that, I don't think I have any plans.
Yeah, I don't even. I just let Ed tell me where, when, whatever. It's.
And I wouldn't even mind that. That's what I said.
It is.
Just say, let's go. Let's beat it. Look, be dressed and ready to go.
He chooses cool places.
He does. I'm telling you. next time I'm like, oh, where should I go? Let me just go to Ed Page and find out where they went last week. He was
Yeah.
like, and like, did you guys do like he mentioned something about were you just exploring different countries' foods? Because the last post he made was something about where y'all some food or some countries'
Yeah,
food.
we had Indian food in the day, in the
Yep.
morning, and then we went to Carry On for drinks, which is the
Okay.
airplane looking bar, and with the thing.
Oh, God, I
Yeah.
just saw that. Like it was voted top something
Yep. Yep.
for Arizona. I just saw
Yep.
it on some news place. Maybe I need to
Yeah.
go there and check that
Yeah, we
out.
went this last weekend. It's very small, so it's only a limited seating, and you have to make the reservations that week
Reservation.
but it's kind of cool. It was very cool actually. It was neat. And then and after that we
Is
went
it
to
only drinks and and like drinks
oh,
and
they
like
had some little niblets too. They had
oh
you,
liquids? Okay.
you can choose the drink option or the drink and food option.
Okay,
You choose it
okay.
and you get your ticket. Yeah, and they give you like little. You go in, you get this like your plane ticket. It looks like a plane ticket, and all that stuff is very cool. And then and then you get on the thing, and then you sit down, and they're like, first class. They call it first class, and then the windows they show the airport, and then as you take off, you see the thing moving, and then you're flying. It's very neat. And the lady comes around the cart, and you also get your wings. They give you a set of wings.
Oh, I definitely need to
It's,
go.
it's
Yes.
very cool. It's kind of
Yeah.
neat. It's a one and done kind of thing. You don't do it all the time, but it's cool. And they have
Yeah.
a unique drink list, so all the drinks are unique to that place, which is kind of cool.
Okay.
Um,
Well,
um,
I like to try new places. Like I'm telling you, listen. Oh my gosh, Dom, I have to show you this right quick. I was
mhm.
supposed to show it to Ed. This that. Remember when I went to that fundraiser y'all had, and this
Oh
my
yeah.
little plant. Look, it's done grew, Don.
Oh my
Remember it was
God.
in that little bitty thing. Look at it. It's so big. I was
Nice.
like, let me take a picture and send it to Ed so he can see that my
Yeah.
baby is surviving. She's
That
doing
was at the
so
garden, right?
yes, and it was so little, and look how tall it is now. It's doing
It's
so
very
good.
cool. That's a
Yeah.
nice succulent. That's a cool succulent. Yeah. Yeah.
I was
So
like, I
then we
have to
went.
take a picture and show Ed. Huh?
Yeah, we went from the Carry On then to Latha. It's a African restaurant, and I think it's like a mixture of a few different African countries, the
Uh-huh.
different foods, and it was really good. It was in the old historic area where the little historic houses are by ASU
Mhm.
downtown, and oh, it was good. The food was really good. We enjoyed it very much, and the
Okay.
flavors were just bursting. I had lamb chops. Oh my goodness. I'm telling you, they were delicious.
Down by ASU?
Yeah. Downtown ASU. There's like a little village of old historic built houses, and it's called like History Park or whatever. It's by the Science Center. It's close to the Science Center,
Okay. All
but it was
right.
very good. Yeah, that place was good, and it was a good food there. We went there, and it was nice. And you know
Listen,
what
we
I got?
always end on food, Don.
Yeah, and then it's interesting because they have a little boutique, a little shop there that is items from Africa, and one place one of the things they had there in there was moringa bars, chocolate moringa for energy because moringa is energy. Oh yeah, and so I bought two.
Oh, of course.
I bought two of them. They're two different kinds, and I bought them both. And so I'm like, oh man, they let you try them while you're there, which is nice. So I got a chance to try them. I'm like, this is actually very good, and it's
Oh,
another way to
definitely.
eat moringa. So yeah,
Okay. I'm definitely gonna have to try that restaurant and the carry on. I'll go by myself if nobody else want to go, but I'm pretty sure my sisters or my friend Andrea will want to go. So maybe I'll do that. But I really want to go to the carry on. So maybe I'll do that this weekend. We could just pop in there for drinks and then
oh, no, you can't pop in. You have to because what happens
I
is
mean, well,
yeah, you you
do
you make a
reservations for that.
reservation and then you
Oh,
have to
because you said
show
they
up.
have light snacks too. So maybe I'll
Yeah,
look it up. I'll
yeah,
smoke it
they have so they have you like if you're gonna 5:30 to reservation, then they bring people in and everybody sends out and then they bring them all in, see them, and then they shut the doors and then you're there until 7 when they land the plane.
Oh my gosh, that is such a neat idea.
Yeah,
Okay, definitely. I'm gonna look into that. That sounds fun.
yeah,
I definitely like that. Okay. All right.
absolutely. Yep. So I don't know what we're doing this weekend. I cannot say for sure. I do not know, but I'm sure that we have something planned. I'm sure.
Listen, it's better to have to anticipate the goodness of something than just be like, oh, we ain't doing nothing. So,
Exactly. And then I'm working still on Liam's book because I'm getting so close to getting it done again. Remember, I had to tweak it because of the proof came in, it was all messed up a little bit. So
oh, the was it the colors?
the images themselves were adjusted a little bit up.
Oh,
And so it showed me that I'm going to have to put in some bleed on both sides of the page. So therefore,
oh, okay,
it'll still not look funky. So yeah.
okay, all right. And you were also thinking about doing other languages.
Yes, Spanish. It could be a Spanish version too. Yep, yep,
Oh my
yep.
gosh, I love that. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh, he could be like, when they say bring a book to school, my grandpa made this for me.
exactly. Yep, yep. He
That
can.
is
He can send his book.
amazing. I love that.
Yeah. And folks, when I get it done, I'll show everybody. I'll bring it on here because I didn't bring it down here. It's upstairs. It's or is it? Yeah, I think it's not here, so I can't show it. But some people have already seen
It's
it. But
such a cute book. It's an alphabet book for his grandson, and it is so cute. And I like that you were able to incorporate family names in the and listen, the
yeah,
cutest picture is a picture of Don that he made of himself. So Don put himself in the book and he's so cute. I love it. Oh my gosh, you guys have to see this book when Don creates it. I don't even have no kids, but I'm gonna order it.
yeah. Let me see. I'll pull. I can pull that image up. This is it here, and let's see. There you go. And I should be able to share that image. Let me see if it'll let me do it. So I did that. Um, Window. Yeah, here it is.
Yeah, doesn't that look just look? Doesn't it look just like Don? Oh my gosh, that is so cute.
Yeah, that's
It is so cute.
that's
I
the
love it. Oh my gosh, Don.
yeah. It was such a fun experience, but it was meant just as a way to give my grandson something special because again, I thought it would
Listen,
be
there's
great.
nothing more
And
special than that. A book with his name in it and all the people that he loves. Like he could be like, that's grandpa, that's grandma, that's blah blah. Like to see that, these are people that are in his life. That is amazing.
yeah, and this is the folks. This is the actual cover of the book. I'll show you that one more thing, and this is the cover of the book.
Oh my gosh. And it does remind me of him. Oh my gosh. That is so cute, Don.
Yeah. So yeah, that actually I think that is that wasn't the cover. I'm sorry. That was the first edited version. But what happened is I'll have to show you this because when I did it, I wanted to add the animals into the cover to
Oh,
make it
okay.
the zoo. And so I edited that page even more. And this is what I came up with.
Oh, okay. Oh, that is better. I do like that, Don. Yes, I do like it.
Yeah. So you bring the animals in. But that's an AI image of my grandson. I took the same AI technique for my grandson when I created his image, and it took me a long time to get the image right. And so it looks like him
It
actually. And then
does.
I created one for me.
Oh my
So
God.
yeah, that's how we
Listen,
did it.
when I say I would be in school bragging about my grandpa making me a book about me, the teacher would be like,
Yeah,
hey, don't let him bring that book to school no more. Just no.
yeah. And I love I love being able to be playful and create the images and stuff because it's like when you I don't know. Sometimes it's good to let your mind just run free and escape. And I think that was cool. But I'll show you this. This is interesting. This is one of my favorite images in the book. This is really one of my. It's one of the strongest and striking, and that's this one. I love this image.
Oh, okay. Wait, move your picture, Don. We can't see it because your picture's in the way. Or your face is in the way. You're in the way.
I can't see the image, so I don't know what it looks like.
So the circle of you is in
Uh-huh,
the way. We can't see the okay, there it is. Got it.
there it is.
Oh, okay. That is so cute.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. I love it. Oh,
she's the cutest of all the things that I've done on this. So yeah.
I
I
love it. That is cute.
so anyway, I just thought I'd share that. Yeah, that's kind of
I
cool.
love it. So talented and such a gift that never, you know what I'm saying, that goes on forever.
Yeah, and he's 2 years and 4 months, so he's starting to learn his alphabet, and so this is the perfect thing.
Perfect. I love it. I love it. I love it.
All right, well I'll let you go, Miss Angie. Thanks everybody again for being in. We appreciate it, and this time we are actually out of here. I promise. Have a good one, everybody. Let me put the music on too. Let me get the music ready. Here we go.
Step into the mystic zone tonight. Dawn and Angie shining bright with tarot cards. answers to your questions appear. Sonoran.